Simon and Joe both invest in stocks. Simon uses eToro to invest in stocks.
Waste another day, eyes on my display. You say we need a change and I feel that you mean it. You mean it. But you're so right, we're losing track of time. Buying things online and it's not like we need them. We don't need them. So can we just slow down? The only thing I'll do is lay here next to you. We need to slow down. Embrace the love we found. For you and I were safe and sound. And we slow down. For you and I were safe and sound. We were on the run, rocking around the clock. Now all we need is right here in front of us. In front of us. So can we just slow down? The only thing I'll do is lay here next to you. We need to slow down. Embrace the love we found. For you and I were safe and sound. Can we just slow down? And we just slow waste another day. Eyes on my display. You say we need a change and I feel that you mean it. But you're so right, we're losing track of time. Buying things online, it's not like we need them. Safe and sound.
Oh no, that is what they all say when they see me pouring some more. Oh, then gets empty again. Better fill it up before I go. Cause I'm loving it, feeling it, touch me and being it. See what I see in it, I'm typical. Messing around with it, mix it up, go with it, flow with it, let it all go. Oh Lord, think you know what I'm like, but you don't fall, you lose control. Bittersweet melody when I dance on your fly. Cause I know what you don't. It is me you adore. How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They never seen you out of your bed. Cut to the bone, it's broken, I bet. How sad. Oh boy, got so hot I forgot what I should have thought of before. Sure ain't easy for you to let off the rules, cause there's so much fun. Are you loving the feeling that touch me? Are you in it? Don't say what sweet melody when I dance on your fly. 'Cause I know what you don't. It is me you adore. How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They've never seen you out of your head. Cut to the bone, it's broken, I bet. How sad. How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They've never seen you out of your head. Cut to the bone, it's broken, I bet. Now come alive with me and quit the jealousy. I know you're bored, I know it's boring me. Now come alive, baby, get out the grave and I know you're bored. How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They've never seen you out of your head. Cut to the bone, it's broken, I bet. How sad. How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They've never seen you out of your head. Cut to the bone, it's broken, I bet. How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They've never seen you out of your head. Cut to the bone, it's broken, I bet. How sad.
Muy buenas chicos y chicas, estamos aquí otro día más con todos ustedes. Espero que os esté gustando, espero que lo llevéis genial, porque aquí vamos con el siguiente directazo de Genshin. Vamos a ir colocando las cositas. Muy buenas chicos. Vamos allá a ello, como siempre, compartirlo con vuestros amigos y demás para pasarlo genial, para reírnos a tope de power y pasarnos otro día más. Hoy hago directo aquí en YouTube. Como dije, todos aquellos que me veáis en Twitch, la mayoría prácticamente me veréis en Twitch, que hago todos los días directos a las 5:30 de la tarde cuando empezamos. Y la verdad que estamos ahí dándole a tope de power. Estoy viendo muchísimo apoyo por parte de todos ustedes. La verdad que lo agradezco muchísimo. Así que desde primeras, así que lo agradezco. Y también deciros eso, que nada, que esperamos que para el próximo directo, ¿vale? Porque prácticamente ya vamos a ir más al tema de multijugador. Ya empezaremos con multijugador, etcétera. Y no sé si, bueno, si traeré más directos o no, dependiendo del apoyo que deis a este directo. Como mínimo 50 likes para un siguiente directo, ¿vale? Porque también tengo que hacer directos, bueno, de Rainbow, de League of Legends y bueno, de muchos más juegos, porque me gusta jugar todos los juegos y es más, lo quiero traer todos para ustedes. Así que ya sabéis, chicos, dejar un gran apoyo. Nos faltan 2 seguidores para conseguir el afiliado en Twitch, así que ya sabéis, chicos, apoyarlo ahí a tope, que estamos ahí en Twitch partiendo la pana. Y en YouTube también, estamos casi en los 90 suscriptores, o sea, para cuando yo empecé y dejé de empezar y con todo lo que hubo y dejar de haber, o sea, la verdad que lo agradezco muchísimo, todo el apoyo que estáis dando y seguimos así. Seguir así, chavales, seguir así. Así que ahora ya vamos poniendo esto, vamos entrando en el juego, veréis que estaba haciendo cositas y la verdad es que estaba haciendo misiones secundarias y también matando monstruos. Y bueno, y para dar un resumen, ya estamos en el nivel 32, hemos ascendido ya prácticamente el personaje, aquí tenemos a nivel 23 y ascendiendo también a Amber, Kai ya lo tenemos ascendido también a nivel 23, Lisa también, y bueno, y los demás todavía no los tengo, bueno, creo que Noel, sí, Noel sí la tengo ascendida, y la que me falta por ascender es BisbiR, ¿vale? Que me faltan estas 3, lo que pasa es que tengo que ir al pueblo Minju para recolectar esto, así que chicos, ya sabéis, vamos a intentar llegar a todos los sitios. Vamos a teletransportarnos para saber dónde tenemos las demás misiones, porque por cierto, tenemos misiones que vamos a hacer esta, la de un trabajo problemático, ¿vale? Que es lo de acto 1, todavía no vamos a pasar al acto 2 porque no hemos terminado todavía con el acto 1, así que vamos a ello. Vamos a acercarnos aquí, punto de teletransporte. Y nos vamos teletransportando ya a ellos. Chicos, también deciros que suscríbanse. No se olviden de darle clic a la campanita. Y un saludo para mi canario preferido que me está llamando. Me está llamando. Muchísimas gracias, chicos, la verdad, muchísimas gracias. Ya sabéis, chicos, ahí tenéis prácticamente el directazo a tope. O sea, os estoy viendo. Bueno, dame un momentito que voy a hacer una cosita, ¿vale? Dame un momentito para que no haya ningún tipo de problema y os pueda estar viendo. Así que vamos aquí, aquí. Vale, perfecto. Vale. Ahora os voy a leer totalmente, ¿vale? Así que, chicos, ahora os voy a leer totalmente. Me veréis ahí, ahí y ahí. Me vais un poco lagueado, ¿vale? Pero la verdad, no es lo mismo YouTube que Twitch, la verdad. No es lo mismo, ¿eh? En YouTube consume muchísimo, mientras que Twitch no consume casi apenas nada, la verdad. Y bueno, y espero que no me quieran meter un strike por las canciones que he utilizado al principio. Ya sabéis que las utilizo también en Twitch. Seguidlo ahí en el canal, lo tengo en descripción puesto. No copyright song. La verdad que se agradece esas canciones que hacen estos chicos, porque así nosotros, los streamers, podemos hacer estas cositas. Habla con Lisa. Vale. Vale. Yo estoy cogiendo todos los libros que puedo. Aquí. Misma. Aquí tengo que coger el libro, pero para un rato. ¿Dónde está? ¿Dónde está la tiparraca? Ah, mira, está aquí.
If you're borrowing a book, please register it in the log. The restricted section is currently not lending any books. Oh, it's you, little cutie.
Eres tú, cariño. Uy, me ha dicho cariño.
It's so good to see you. More refreshing than a strong cup of tea in the afternoon.
Más refrescante que una taza de té bien cargado por la tarde. Madre mía, por
Clearly
Dios.
you're meant to be working,
Deberías
but
estar
you don't
trabajando,
seem to
¿no?
have
Te
your
ves un
heart
poco
in it at
distraída.
all.
Hombre, está distraída y ya sabemos por qué está distraída, así que...
I mean, other than
Sinceramente,
Jean,
aparte de
who
Jin,
really
se toma
works
su
that
trabajo en
earnestly
serio por
anyway?
ti. Oye, hay gente que sí trabajador. Lo siento por Jin, siempre trabajando tanto. La verdad es que
So,
sí, yo lo
did you
siento
have
mucho.
something you needed? Or did you just come to
O
see
viene
me?
solamente a verme. Se pone la cosa tensa. Muy tensa. Solo quería verte. ¿Qué hacemos, chicos? Dejadme por comentarios. A ver, ¿qué hacemos? ¿Solo quería verte o realmente no estoy buscando nada en específico? Qué bueno, chaval. ¿Qué hacemos, chicos? ¿Qué hacemos? Bueno, vamos a darle. Voy a darle a lo de... realmente no estoy buscando nada en específico. Vale.
Nothing specific?
Nada
You
en
must
específico.
just be here
Entonces
to
debe
see
haber
me then.
venido a verme.
Okay,
Está
I
bien, no
won't tease you
voy a
any
molestarle
further.
más. O sea, ella ya sabemos que le gustamos, así que nada.
So, Miss Librarian, got any books to recommend?
recommended books.
Libros que
Sadly,
recomiendan,
everything I'd
hablaremos
personally
sobre-
recommend is all in the restricted section, which we're not currently lending out.
What's with your ominous tone?
Suena muy peligroso.
Oh, right. Would you be interested in checking out the Devat travel guide? I think it would be quite helpful for you as travelers here.
Ya que son viajeros.
Ooh, sounds like it could be helpful. Do you think we could take a peek?
I suppose I can try to find you a copy from the list.
Isn't this Lisa's job? What does she mean, I suppose?
Oh dear, that's unfortunate. Our copy is currently being borrowed. That said, come to think of it, quite a few of our books are now overdue. I really wish people would just on time.
Whoa, is Paimon imagining things, or does the air in here suddenly feel a lot more electrified?
Tengo la piel de gallina.
Such a pain.
Un verdadero dolor de cabeza. Voy a
I'm
traer
going
esos
out
libros
to bring those
trozados de vuelta.
unreturned books back. If you'd rather get your hands on that copy of the Tevat travel guide sooner, you'd better come with me.
Será mejor que venga conmigo. Lisa me está dando un poco de miedo. Será mejor que conteste rápido.
Paimon thinks it would be best if you answer.
You really are
Ah,
such
sí,
a
sí, sí.
considerate cutie.
Eres un encanto, veamos.
Let's
Primero
see.
podemos ir a...
First, we can go to
A ver
the
a quién
souvenir
reventamos.
shop.
La tienda de
It's
recuerdos.
called
Se
With
llama Viento y
Wind
Gloria.
Comes
Nos vemos
Glory.
allí en breve.
So let's meet there shortly.
Vale. Ya lo tenemos activado, chicos. Lo que habréis visto, chicos, es porque he estado bajando la calidad del vídeo, donde yo lo veo, para que no me pete tanto el internet.
Cutie, you're here. Let's begin, shall we? Hello, Marjorie. Any exciting new items in stock? Why so surprised? Today is such a special day. It's only natural that I'd want a souvenir to remember it by.
Entonces, ¿como una cita? ¿Qué
Since we
del-
came all
ya que
this
venimos
way,
aquí, ¿por qué
why don't
no
we put
ponemos
our
nuestro
official
asunto
business to
oficial
one
de
side for
lado
a
por un
moment?
momento? Aquí se viene tema,
All
pero vamos,
work and no
trabajar todo
play
el tiempo
makes
sin
life terribly
divertirte
mundane.
hace que la vida sea terriblemente aburrida. Esto era lo que yo decía. Esto era lo que yo decía, o sea, es anime, es que es anime.
Well, if it's a souvenir you're after, you're in the right place. I'm sure you'll. Or you could let your new friend pick something out for you. Make it more of an occasion.
Amigos, dicen.
Yes,
Yo aquí,
yes,
sí,
let
sí,
us
que
pick.
BisbiR escoja. Madre mía. Eché un vistazo y seguramente habrá algo que le gustará. Elijo un regalo para Lisa. Short bombacho. Pergamino viejo rasgado. Quizás más tarde, no sé. Short bombacho. O sea, no sé lo que es. O sea, de verdad, en serio. No sé qué regalarle, pero bueno. A ver, pergamino viejo y rasgado no, porque va a parecer que le estamos diciendo vieja, ¿no? O sea, yo creo que short. O sea,
This pair? Soft, puffy, and very comfortable. Certain to make a little girl, well, in this case a woman, look quite adorable.
¿ves? O sea, short.
After all, they're the same kind worn by toy dolls. They're practically a badge of cuteness.
Oh, ve, si hubiésemos cogido lo de
Bloomers?
viejo.
I'm sure to attract some strange looks if I dress up like a small child in public. Do you have some strange hobby you're not telling me about?
O sea, se cardea todavía la cosa. ¿Estás seguro de que quieres ir al supermacho? Después de confirmar no podrás cambiar tu elección. No. Vamos a ver. Vamos a ir eligiendo y a ver. Muñeca vudú. A ver, ¿qué es esto? A ver.
This is a historical relic retrieved from some ruins by one of the Adventurers Guild. Sure, there's a bit of wear and tear, but this thing in the painting must be well over 1,000 years old.
My goodness. This is one of the 3 lost scrolls that make up the Northern Border Wind investigation. What did
You sure? Can't change again once you've made your mind up.
Vamos a ver qué podemos elegir. Muñeca
This is
vudú.
the toy doll I was talking about earlier. Doesn't she look lovely in those shorts? It does look a little bit terrifying, doesn't it?
Voodoo doll? Have you lost your mind? What could I have possibly done to
You sure? Can't change.
No, a ver. No, vale, o sea, yo porque quiero saber cuál es el... ¿Eh? ¿Qué piensas,
Me?
Mayo?
You're asking me?
Muy curta y sabia.
I feel like Lisa is the well-educated type. Ah, that's right. I heard she enjoys items of historical interest.
Vale, ya hemos obtenido. Pues si ya hemos obtenido, vale,
This is a new arrival. It took 3 adventurers to carry this big boy back from the ruins where they found it.
le gusta lo histórico, chicos, así que vamos a ver si
It
esto lo
comes
podemos-
with a lot of history, as well as a lot of weight.
You do have strange tastes. If this is your way of saying you want to be my knight in shining armor, I'd rather you just say the words instead.
Oye, aquí
You
cada
sure?
vez...
Can't change again once you've made your mind up.
A ver, yo creo que sí, que la espada oxidada, porque si le gusta lo histórico, lo esto, puede ser o esto o el libro. Es que no lo sé muy bien. O sea, espérate, voy a volver a preguntarlo de Mayori.
Ah, that's
¿Ves?
right.
Objeto de
I
valor
heard she
histórico.
enjoys.
O sea, objeto de valor histórico, ¿vale? Tiene que ser o el pergamino viejo y rasgado, que es un valor histórico, ¿vale? O la espada oxidada. Entonces, aquí, chicos, yo no sé si voy a hacer bien, pero voy a elegir la espada oxidada. ¿Por qué? Porque da eso de caballero, ¿no? Etcétera. Y ella pues nos ha dicho, es que lo del pergamino viejo, aunque seríamos eso, pero no. Yo creo que no. No lo sé. Yo
This is a new arrival. It comes.
You do have strange tastes. If this is your way of saying you want to be my knight in shining armor, I'd rather you just say the word.
You sure? Can't.
Es que prefiero que lo digas con las palabras, más que con la espada. Pues entonces, el libro, chicos.
This is a store. Sure, there's a bit of wear and tear.
My goodness.
You sure?
My. You clearly know a treasure when you see it. This is a work of unparalleled significance for the research of ancient people's understanding of the elements. I will gladly accept it. Could... Marjorie, one last thing. About the...
Oh, so you're a fan of the gallant Lady Vanessa too? Why didn't you say so? I have all sorts of items I could recommend. For example, this lion's tooth pendant with Vanessa's name carved into it. It was once a medal awarded to a knight by the great lady herself. Oh my goodness. I do apologize. I got so excited when you mentioned Vanessa. I didn't know that book was overdue, even though I take it with me everywhere. I can't believe I didn't put 2 and 2 together as soon as I saw you here. Here.
Ahí tiene, ¿vale? Le cogemos el libro.
Well, since you look up to Lady Vanessa so very much, please be more punctual next time.
Yes, Lisa. I will be, Lisa.
Let's go and find the next overdue book.
Vale, le hemos regalado una cosita que le ha gustado. Y ahora vamos a por la taberna.
Steak.
Vale. Sara,
Welcome to Good Hunter. Table for two?
mesa para dos. Uy. Tris. Tris.
Oh, my apologies. Please sit wherever you like and call me over once you're ready to order. So we're gonna eat first and bring up the book situation later?
Why, of course. The stress of work really takes the pleasure out of eating, don't you think?
Work is that bad, huh?
Tan mal está el trabajo. Hombre, dependiendo.
Why don't you order us something, cutie? I'm ever so curious to know what your tastes are.
A ver.
This seems like the sort of staple bar food you'd find at the tavern. It has an extremely strong flavor, so drinkers love.
You sure? Can't change.
Vamos a comprobar todo.
Why don't
Filete
Good
de
Hunter's
bacon.
signature dish? If it's what you want, I'll try anything once.
You sure?
Why don't you?
A ver, solo nos dejan dos opciones, ¿vale?
This seems like the sort of staple bar food you'd find at the tavern. It has an extremely strong flavor, so drinkers love it because they can actually taste it.
A mí me gusta un poco fuerte,
Can't change again once you've made your mind up.
así que creo... Espérate, no sé si... Espérate. Espera un momento. A ver si podemos saber.
What
Cuéntame.
does Lisa like to
¿Qué le
eat?
gusta comer a Lisa?
She's been here a few
He estado
times
aquí
with
varias
Master
veces con la
Jean for
maestra
afternoon
Jean para
tea
tomar el
before.
té de la tarde.
I
Creo
think
que
she
normalmente
normally
pide
orders
algo
something
vegetariano.
vegetarian. A lady tends to
Una
eat
dama suele comer con
cautiously on
precaución
account
debido a
of
su
her
físico.
physique,
Hablando
after
de
all.
eso, creo que yo también
On that
debería
note,
perder algo
I
de
should
peso.
probably be watching my own diet a little more.
Bueno, esto chicos, aquí resumiendo, porque esto es anime, pero en la realidad no. Esto es mentira. Chicos, esto es mentira. ¿Vale? No hay que las chicas no tienen que perder peso. O sea, ni tienen que estar muy finas, ni tampoco de la una manera, ni de la otra. O sea, chicas, a los hombres les gustan con carne. Vale, le gusta algo vegetariano,
Why don't
después
you
de
order
ahí
us
mi
something,
punto.
cutie? I imagine
Me
that
imagino
making
que
a
hacer
good vegetable
una
soup
buena
takes
sopa
good
vegetariana
quality
requiere de
ingredients,
ingredientes de buena
cooked in
calidad
the right
cocinados
order
por
at the
el
right
calor
heat
correcto
for the
durante
right length of
tiempo
time.
correcto.
At least, those are the
Al menos esos
principles
son
that
los
apply
requisitos
when
que
one
tiene
is
cuando uno
making
está haciendo
potions.
pociones.
But from
Por lo
what
que
I've heard,
hacer una
soup
sopa de
making was a
pescado
popular pastime
pasatiempo
among the
cultural entre
witches of the
las
past.
You sure?
Ensalada
Eating
saludable.
salad is like piling on more and more elemental power. Raw, unfettered energy applied into... It's the first mistake all magic users make when they're learning. But then again, if one genuinely had so much pure elemental power that they could solve any problem they wanted, that would be a different matter entirely.
You sure? Can't change again? Getting quite busy.
A ver, yo creo, vale, que es la sopa vegetariana. Vale, sopa vegetariana de
I
rábano.
imagine, at least, those are the principles that apply when one...
You sure?
Finished ordering? Sit here.
Comamos juntos. Vamos a sentarnos.
A fine
Después de una
choice.
agradable
I'm
comida.
pleasantly surprised.
Sorprendida, ¿ves?
A truly enchanting dish. Certainly a good fit for a witch. I am simply brimming with elemental energy after that.
Paimon's so full.
Paimon un día de estos revienta. Hace puff.
Time is getting on. I suppose I should carry on with this ghastly thing called work. Let's have a little chat with Sarah about her library book.
Ahora vamos a hablar.
Would you like to order something else?
No, thank you. We're quite satisfied. But I'm afraid I must ask you about the Boar Princess.
The boar brisket? I'm sorry. I think we took that off the menu.
She means the book you borrowed.
Oh, of course. I came straight to the restaurant after I borrowed it and completely forgotten that I even had it. I'm so sorry, Lisa. I will bring it to the library myself as soon as I finish work.
Okay then. But make sure you don't forget this time. Right. On to our next stop then, cutie.
Today's recommendation is the steak.
Vale, hay que ir para allá. ¿Dónde?
This is our final call for the day.
Welcome.
Bienvenido. Las
couples are
parejas
our
son nuestra
specialty.
especialidad. Díganme, ¿qué
Let me know
desean?
what you'd like and I'll wrap
Se lo
them up
puedo
nicely for you.
envolver.
Yes. Now, which book was it that has the line, "A date without flowers is a date without romance"?
A ver. A ver, veamos. ¿En qué libro aparecía la frase "una cita sin flores, una cita sin romance"? Hombre, la verdad lleva ahí un poquito de razón. O sea, ¿por casualidad le gustarían unas flores, señorita Lisa? ¿Por qué?
Why, it just so happens that I would, my kindest cutie.
Some flowers for Miss Lisa? What would you like?
A ver, diente de león.
Dandelions are one of our classics, and a personal favorite of Miss Flora, the shop owner. I know what you're thinking. Most flower shops don't sell dandelions. They're a nuisance to care for. Perhaps Miss Flora likes the sense of floating away, come to think of it. Miss Flora herself gives people the same impression.
You sure?
Vamos a darle que
Some
no.
flowers for mist flowers over there in the corner. But don't touch them with your bare hands. You'll get frostbite. You want them? You're sure? It's just that Lisa seems to use electro quite a lot. Things could get a little bit dangerous.
You sure?
No,
Some
pero
flowers for...
es que... Vale. ¿Qué
You
piensas?
want
Nana?
my help?
¿Quieres mi ayuda?
I
No sé
don't
si
know if
tengo
I have the
el mejor
best
gusto
taste
en
in
cuanto a flores,
flowers.
porque no le
Why don't you
preguntas
go
a Flora,
ask Miss
la
Flora,
dueña de la
the
tienda.
shop owner? I couldn't help
Por
but
cierto,
notice
no
the
pude evitar
flower on Miss
fijarme en las
Lisa's
flores del
hat,
sombrero
though.
de la señorita
I
Lisa.
think
Creo que
it's
es
a
una
rose.
rosa.
Some flowers for Miss
Flores para
Lisa?
Lisa.
What would you
¿Qué le
like?
podía... Flores para Lisa. O sea, rosa.
These roses were bought from a traveling merchant a few days ago. Miss Flora thought maybe someone would like them. This is the only bunch.
You sure? Can't change again once you've made your mind up.
Espérate, vamos a darle que no,
Some
un
flowers
momento.
for...
Vale, volver en un instante, ¿vale? Vamos a volver en un instante, vamos a ir a Flora. ¿Dónde está Flora?
Fresh fruit, only at
You want to know what flowers to get for Miss Lisa? We're not particularly close, but she strikes me as a classy lady. Yep, it can only be the Cecilia.
Vale, la Cecilia.
Some flowers... Ah, the Cecilia. Did Miss Flora recommend it to you? This flower is a lot of effort to care for. I hope that I've been doing it right. Otherwise they won't last long. But part of the Cecilia's charm is how precious and fragile each one is.
You sure? Can't change again once you've made your mind up.
No, pero... Frágiles creo que no. Yo creo
Some
que voy a tirar...
flowers for Miss Lisa.
Le voy a tirar la rosa. Le voy a
These
tirar la rosa.
roses were bought from Miss Flora.
You sure?
Sí.
I can see you put a lot of thought into this. Have you ever heard of the Witch of Purple Rose before? I thought that after returning to Mondstadt, I wouldn't have the chance to see fresh roses again. This seems like a good sign. Okay, time to get back to business. Donna,
De aquí
do you
a
know why
nada
we're here?
me veo poniéndome elegante, que nos vamos. Bien, es hora de volver al trabajo, Donna. ¿Sabes por qué estamos
Back
aquí?
to
De vuelta al
business?
trabajo, mi trabajo
My
es vender
business
flores.
is so...
Once
Una vez
again, we
más,
see a
vemos
total
una
lack of
total
respect
falta
for
de respeto por la
literature.
literatura.
The Pale Princess and the Six Pygmies.
La
Ring a
princesa
bell.
de las nieves y los 6 enanos. Vale, aquí esto es un...
Oh, yes. Well, oh no. What am I gonna do? I lost the book. A while back, I realized it was almost due, and I was getting ready to bring it back to the library. But I couldn't find it anywhere. I looked for days, but nothing. It's like somebody stole it. It should have been there on my...
Uh-oh. That Lisa does some crazy things when she gets mad.
I heard that. Well, if it really was stolen, Donna's done nothing wrong. The blame lies with the book thief. And their punishment will be 10 times worse than stealing my book.
Like Paimon said, totally crazy.
Oh, don't worry about that. As long as I remain librarian, not a single book will go missing for good. I put a unique elemental marker on each book. Our thief will have left a nice set of clues.
When did Lisa start taking her job so seriously? Paimon always thought she was a total slacker.
Hey, sweetie, I've heard your elemental sensitivity is very strong. Why not see what...
Elemental huh? Oh, Paimon's got it! Use your elemental sight to look for clues.
Bueno, vamos ahí a buscar.
Looking at the elemental traces, it does seem likely that the book was stolen.
So Donna didn't do anything wrong after all.
It's not from the restricted section, so it's hardly a book worth stealing. Whoever wanted this book so badly... The elemental traces are very faint, but I can tell that the thief took it beyond... You must see it too, right, cutie? Let's follow the trail and have a look where our thief was
A ver, vamos a ir investigando.
The elemental traces are strong here, but it seems our thief did not stay for long. The trail keeps going. Let's keep looking.
Vale, ya lo he visto.
It's further than I thought. Quite the intrepid explorer, our little thief.
Maybe we frightened the turtle back inside his shell.
Windblade!
¿Eh? ¿Qué ha pasado? Vale, seguimos a ello, chicos. Vale, ya hemos encontrado la marca.
It must be nearby. Using elemental sight, you can even detect magic. Follow the flow of magic to find the book.
Vale.
The thief lives inside ruins? The Mondstadt people do have some strange quirks.
Please do not jump to such a preposterous conclusion about the living habits of Mondstadt. This seems far more likely to be the work of some none too friendly troublemakers. Stealing books is hardly all they would use books for is to keep their campfire going anyway. This is more likely to be the Abyss Order's doing. They do seem to have also. There's an elemental seal at the entrance. It looks like the result of an Abyss mage's magic.
A seal? How are we gonna break it? Is it...
Not to worry. If you think a little magic can keep me out, think again.
Why is that?
Abierto, chicos. Muy buena, David. Bienvenido aquí al directo.
Come on.
Whoa! So this is what Lisa's like when she's...
Vale, vamos a ello. Desafío a un jugador. Empezamos con el equipo original. Ya sabéis, chicos, que tenemos para 2 equipos, pero vamos a hacer todas las misiones principales con el equipo original.
It's so much bigger in here than Paimon thought. Do we really have to go all the way inside?
If you borrow a book, you have to return it. There will be no exceptions.
Y ahí vamos. Ya sabéis, chicos, ahí dejad un buen me gusta y suscríbase si no están suscritos. Ataca las anclas de electrosensor para recargarla. Vale.
You're in for a little shock.
A ver cómo hacemos eso. Vale. Ahora. Vale, hemos conseguido un rábano.
Dodge this. Push your luck. Cool it.
No escape!
Uf. Creo que hemos tardado más tiempo, ¿no? De lo
I'll
adecuado,
race
¿no?
you there!
Vale, vale, tenemos 30 segundos.
So sorry. Freeze.
Surrendering will be gentle.
Get the win.
Vale, conseguimos esta. Última prueba.
Hey, look! It's an abyss thing! Lisa was spot on!
Y conseguimos la otra.
How did you find this place? It's so well hidden!
I have no interest in finding out where you little rascals hide yourselves away, but I do want my book back. Tell me, how is it that you have the time to conceal your stronghold and apply a magic seal, but not to sign out a library book in the proper manner? You have no respect whatsoever for other people's work.
You just want the book. I was unaware that anyone in Mondstadt was concerned with unearthing the secret hidden inside this book. Who are you?
The librarian, although I believe that should be quite clear already. Return the book. This is an
Since you insist on concealing your identity, I have all the less reason to give you that book. After all, it contains the secret. Huh? What are you doing? Such concentrated elemental power!
Naughty boys who don't do what they're told need a little punishment to keep them in line.
No me parece que sea un pequeño gateo.
This is why I call it troublesome work. We'll just need to find the book ourselves. It should be around here somewhere.
Vamos a ver dónde estará.
It's the Pale Princess
ya la
and the
hemos
Six
encontrado.
Pygmies. Paimon remembers that name. Is it
That's the one. It's a good thing it isn't damaged. Otherwise...
otherwise what?
Are you telling me you have even...
I would have probably have needed to dish out a little taste of one of my potions in that case. Then again, as I said, it isn't from the restricted section, which is the only reason I would let the average citizen, and it doesn't appear to have any abnormal elemental properties, save for the markings I put on it.
Yeah, it seems like just an average storybook.
As far as my duties as a librarian go, my troublesome work is finished. Since this book has piqued your interest, why don't I let you borrow it? There's no time limit for you.
Para mí no hay fecha de devolución, chavales. En lugar de registrarte como usuario, te registraré como administrador de la biblioteca. ¡Wow! Lisa quiere que estemos en el almacén. Creo que la expensa de los libros va a haber tormenta y electricidad.
This is an exclusive privilege reserved for trusted citizens only.
Ah, sí, sobre todo eso, beneficios. A mí me parece además una manera de evitar responsabilidades. Bueno, Paimon no entiende ni nada.
Excuse me, are you in some way dissatisfied with my work? Good, you're amenable to reason then. I do wish I could keep you by my side as my personal
solo
assistant.
Trabajar, Solo trabajar.
My work here is done. I'm going back. Don't forget to register at the library when you have a spare moment.
Supuestamente solo trabajar, chicos. Ajá. Salimos de los dominios, que ya hemos terminado por aquí. Vamos a ver qué nos queda en las demás misiones. Pero o sea, es que me hace muchísima gracia. O sea, es que es muy anime. Es muy anime. Es súper anime. En fin, vamos a ello. Punto de teletransporte. Llegamos allí, nos teletransportamos, chicos. Vamos ahí, para adentro. A ver dónde llegamos hoy. Hoy tengo día un poco libre. Así que...
You've returned.
Oh,
The paperwork is done.
Ya lo
You
registré
are
como
now the
administradora de la
custodian of
biblioteca.
this book.
Thank you, Miss
Gracias,
Lisa.
señorita Lisa.
But Paimon thinks we're forgetting something. Look, over there on the shelf. Isn't that the Tavat travel guide? And look how many copies there are.
The Tavat Travel Guide is a serial publication. It is not part of the library's formal collection.
Oh.
Take one. Consider it your compensation for being Lisa's little helper today. With you by my side, my troublesome work was a little less dull than usual.
Si no estoy hablando, chicos, también porque no quiero estar
I hadn't anticipated that a
hablando
few
mientras
routine
ellos hablan.
returns inquiries would take us out of the city. As compensation for dragging you into all this bother, take these souvenirs.
Wow! Lisa went and bought us some special souvenirs.
In fact, they were intended for our next outing. But, never mind. We can discuss next time's activity when the time comes. I hope you are looking forward to it.
Mima, o sea, chicos, es que yo mira, me descojono totalmente, pero totalmente, me río, me lo paso genial porque literalmente, tal como está escrito, pensaba dártelos en nuestra próxima cita, pero ya discutiremos qué haremos la próxima vez cuando llegue el momento, ¿sabes? O sea, Es que no va a haber ninguna segunda cita. Es que ya ella, la mujer, está hecha ya mujer. Quiere lo que se sabe, lo que quieren hacer. Y dice, espero que esté tan impaciente como yo. Se nota que aquí este juego la han creado los chinos y los asiáticos, porque... O sea, aquí se nota mucho lo que es... bueno, esa forma, ¿no? De ser, ¿no? Vale, misión completada. Terminamos el acto 1. Fabulite, estilo el acto 1. Puedes aumentar tu rango de aventura subiendo de nivel en las estatuas 7, desbloqueando puntos de transporte, encontrando cofres en el mundo abierto, completando misiones, completando dominios. Así que ya sabemos dónde podemos conseguir cada cosa. Pero ahora vamos a ir a por lo otro, que es el acto 2. Vale, chicos, así que a navegar, que nos vamos por allá. Muy buenas, chicos, bienvenidos aquí al directo. Estamos de... ¿Qué descojones? O sea, la próxima vez con Lisa ya no hay cita. Ya va a haber con Lisa otra cosa.
Isn't that Jean?
Sí.
Seems she's talking to someone. Let's let her finish, then go say hi.
Which is what has brought us to this point in the first place. If you are unable to promptly deal with the storm terror threat, then leave the defense of Mondstadt to the Fatui. We can put an end to Mondstadt's dragon issues. All we need to do is bring that monster to the...
Monster?
Yes. What's your point?
Ay, qué bueno.
I'd expect
Sí, ya
a
no
more
te doy la leche,
professional
claro.
attitude from your diplomats. Yet here you are saying you want to put an end to one of the four winds of Mondstadt? I won't have any of this nonsense in front of the Knights of Favonius.
It's not as crazy as you make it sound. Fine. That's enough negotiation for today. At this stage, it's simply an amicable exchange of constructive opinions. No, I'll be sure to make thorough notes.
Vale. Pues no sé qué ha pasado, pero bueno.
Oh, you're back. Thanks for your help. The elemental flow is finally stable. The aftermath of Storm Terror's last attack is finally settled. However, the pressure from the delegation has become too big to be ignored.
Me hace mucha gracia, ¿vale? Porque lo que estamos viendo aquí, ¿vale? Estoy aquí yo apuntándolo. Es ropa, ¿vale? Pero está como dentro de las botas, ¿sabes? O sea, es como si fueran unas mallas, prácticamente.
Delegation?
¿Delegación?
From Liyue Harbor
¿Es
or
del
Inazuma
puerto
City?
de Liyue o de la ciudad de Inazuma?
Shneznaya. They choose to follow the god of Cryo. Their envoys go by a particular name, the Fatui. Heard of them?
Oh, them? They're super famous! Wait, infamous is more the word.
I don't think killing Storm Terror is the right course of action. The Cryo God's Fatui have always coveted the Animo God's power. I don't believe they have Mondstadt's best interests at heart. What is it? Oh, let us head back to headquarters then. We shouldn't discuss important matters out in the open.
Vale. Darme un momentito, chicos. Porque sabía que no había saltado un logro. Vamos a recogerlo en un momentito. También voy a bajar el sonido de la música. Audio, volumen de la música. Lo vamos a quitar, básicamente. ¿Vale, chicos?
Mondstadt is independent and does not belong
No
to
vaya a
any other
ser
nation.
que tenga
In
copyright
fact, despite being referred to
nos
as a city,
salte
Mondstadt
el
is a
copyright.
nation. Though, Snezhnaya's Fatui are known to be the most aggressive diplomats into that.
Makes sense given the tone of that woman just now.
It's a crystal embedded
Nunca
with some
inmenso
kind
en
of
una
power.
especie de poder.
Lisa,
Dice,
are
creo
you
que
able to
poder.
analyze it?
Let me take a look.
Déjame ver.
I can see impurities in the crystal, but upon further inspection... No, I'm sorry. I can't make a proper analysis at the moment. Give me some time. I'll take a look through the library's restricted section.
Right. I'll leave the research to you then, Lisa.
Understood. I'll notify you all if I make any progress. Though I wouldn't go getting your hopes up. They're incredibly ancient texts, not to mention... Ouch! Gosh, that hurt! The impurities in the crystal... It hurts when I get close. Ah, I see. It appears to react to visions. The impurities and the elemental energy we embody repel each other. It's strange, though. You have elemental abilities as well, but don't seem to be affected in the same way. Anyway, the crystal would be better left in the hands of my cutie. It will just be a pain if left with us, both literally and metaphorically.
Cariño. De acuerdo, lo guardaré.
Fascinating.
Fascinante.
Do you know anything about what makes you special? I do not know what to make of it either. Well then, the Knights of Favonius have another favor to ask of you. Please accept the title of Honorary Knight and the gratitude of the Acting Grand Master.
Mima, que se viene el
Honorary
trío.
Knight of
Que se
Favonius?
viene el trío.
We ask for your continued assistance in finding some answers. Storm terrors rage, and strange crystals. I know Mondstadt's peace hangs. May the wind open your eyes to the truth. We'll meet back here if you find anything.
Vale, pues nos quedamos con el cristal. Vale,
You're
vale.
leaving.
Digo, a lo mejor podemos tener alguna cita. ¿Sí? Sar de la sede, por ahí que vamos. Digo, a lo mejor tenemos una cita, pero bueno. Veo que no.
There's something you didn't tell them. The dragon and the crystal weren't the only things we saw. So you do remember him, that green guy. He looked just like that guy down there. See? See? Wait, hold on a minute. That's the same guy.
Son la misma persona, sin que tenemos que ir...
That green guy disappeared. Use elemental sight to try. His footprints lead to this wall. Did he climb up from here?
ahí hemos llegado, chicos. A ver qué pasa.
What is to be sung transpired in days of yore, when the divine archons still walked the earth. A dragon cast his curious gaze on the world below, as he parted from the heavens that gave his birth. The dragon sought truth amongst common folk, but mortal trifles only fogged his mind. The wind-born bard strummed his strings dolce, and the holy lyre answered his questions kind. The dragon was but a child, full of wonder, and soared the heavens free from care. The bard's songs invited him to sing along, for he yearned to let all perceive him fair. Enchanting legends the bard and dragon were, but the tides of despair soon engulfed the land. The lion fang perished, and the falcon flag slept, as a vile dragon approached Mondstadt in a long stand. Over the cathedral loomed death and his friends. Of the people's agony, the bard soon sang. The soaring dragon heeded his grave calls, and amidst the windstorms a brutal war spread. Blood of venom sent the sky dragon into slumber, only to awake to be expelled in abhor. Why do people in this age loathe me so? But the holy lyre replied no more. Wrath and woe, vigor and venom, poured from the dragon's bitter eyes. The dragon's curse sprawled in silence, but the lyre could no longer soothe his cries.
Wait, you guys are... Oh, that's right. You're the ones that scared Dvalin away.
Dvalin? Who's that? Huh? Oh, right! Most people seem to call him Storm Terror. Why do you call him that? Are you two meant to be close or something?
Oh, so close.
Hey, so... Paimon thinks this guy has a screw loose.
Good day, Outlander. Seems we meet again. I'm Venti the Bard. 3-time winner of the most popular bard of Mondstadt, to be precise. So, what do you need from me?
Given you recognize us, Paimon doesn't believe we need to explain any further. Of course it's about Storm Terror!
Storm?
Hey! Cut it with the Amnesia Act! Alright, show it to him.
Oh, isn't this...
What? The crystal has been purified? When?
Dvalin, he... The anguish he feels has brought him to tears.
Tears?
He was once such a gentle child, now so full of rage and suffering. I also came across a teardrop crystal. Can you purify it?
Huh?
You really do have some wonderful abilities. Someone like you is going to end up getting written into a bard's poem.
Oh, a hero so bright should she stand in the light, though stand in the shade, and you'll be met by a blade. Alas, I've really not the time to compose a melody for you at this moment. Anyway, even if Dvalin is not taken down, his life will still wither away in the breeze. He'll burn himself out in the flames of anger.
Como caballero te sugiero que te entregues junto con el dragón.
I really must thank you for purifying the teardrop crystal. It has helped me greatly, but I've already come to devise my own plan.
Oh, and what
Seeing this tear has brought to mind a friend so dear.
friend?
One must be go
Hey, where are you running off to?
to the symbol of Mondstadt's hero. Bye-bye.
Huh. What do you make of that? As far as he's concerned, you're a weirdo too, you know. Know what?
Su voz me suena familiar, ¿eh? Una alegre dejar por valer, un poder
You're
puro
alone on
de...
that one.
Vale, vamos a
But did
mirar.
he just say symbol of Mondstadt's hero? Oh, Paimon knows! It's that huge tree! You know, the gigantic one. You can't miss it. Surely you still remember.
Espérate. A ver dónde tenemos que ir. Vale. Porque si tengo que recorrer esos 500 metros, bueno... Entonces deja aquí el directo.
Oh? What are you doing here? Though I was just wondering if you would happen to follow me. You speak of the god of Animo, Barbados? He already disappeared from Mondstadt a long time. Liyue and Inazuma's respective gods of Geo and Electro are still present, but Mondstadt has seen many a moon since they last saw their own god. Why do you wish to know about the god of Animo? Does it have something to do with Dvalin?
Oh, it's because gods...
Just how is it that everyone sees Storm Terror? I'm quite... That said, there's no need to rush. I have not been back in a while. It seems there are a few who are unhappy with my arrival.
The wind! I can't open my eyes! What is a creature like that doing here in such a cold place? You think it was gone after that wind guy? His relationship with the wind seems even deeper than yours.
Come a little closer. Come a little closer. My. You're in for a little.
Seems the dragon wasn't the only thing affected by this change in the wind. Now then, you were saying someone had told you about... Is that so? Quite the scholar, I must say that, Lisa. She's not wrong. The conflict has reached this point only because both sides have resorted to the use of force. His hate, however, did not arise from the people not making tribute to the Four Winds, nor was it born from his own nature, but instead came about as a product of his degradation. The black blood flowing through his heart has been torturing him for years. That's what has allowed him to be led astray by the lies of the Abyss Mage. Correct. They are from the Abyss Order, an organization comprised of non-human beings. I don't know where they come from. All I know is that they hold deep hatred toward the human world. Many hilichurls out in the wild take orders from them and act as their weapons. Before arriving here, I too was like Dvalin, cursed and left to waste. But now, before us stands the symbol of Mondstadt's hero, the place from which Mondstadt rose. The wind amongst the branches is good. I love the way it smells. Being here with you beneath this great tree feels like when the tear was purified earlier. Like the poison is leaving my body.
A ver, chicos, nosotros creo que tenemos algo,
Feels
¿vale?
much better.
So, how exactly did you get put?
That would be because I tried to communicate with Dvalin earlier. As a result, not only did I not manage to help Dvalin break his curse, but instead was also infected myself. Yes, it was you. So to make up for it, you're coming with me to the cathedral.
The Mondstadt Cathedral? To do...
To claim a certain holy lyre de Himmel.
Vale, fuimos nosotros, por lo que veo. Vamos a mirar aquí un momentito. Vamos a ir para allá. Que tenemos que ir a la catedral. Y vamos a ir a ello. O sea, por lo que estoy viendo, nosotros tenemos algo. O sea, nosotros no somos de este mundo, ¿vale? Eso es lo primero. Nosotros no somos de aquí. Pero tenemos algo que no tienen los demás. Y es que tenemos un poder oculto, ¿vale? Nosotros tampoco sabemos cuál es el poder, porque supuestamente no lo sabemos. Bueno.
So this holy lyre de...
One of the most treasured items in Mondstadt. It's the... With it, perhaps I can help Dvalin draw his gentle...
Will it really stop Storm Terror from causing more damage?
Of course! I'm the best bard in the world. There's not a single song I do not know, no matter if it's from the past. Look me in the eyes. Do you not find me trustworthy?
So how can we get the holy lyre?
It's said that it's enshrined deep within the cathedral. I'll go take a look around. You can come if you want.
Vale, vamos a hacer algo que no me gusta. No me gusta por dónde va. O sea, no va por buen camino, la verdad, chicos.
Let me handle this. Hello there, sister.
May the Animo God bless you, young bard. How can I help you?
Actually, I know a secret that can save Mondstadt from its current predicament.
Oh, what a blessing from the god of Animo! But you should report that to the Knights of Favonius. Why have you come to me?
Because you, dear sister, are able to help. I'd like to borrow the Holy Lyre. With it, I'll be able to help Storm Terror.
Please see yourselves out.
What?
It's a vicious dragon indeed, but once the acting Grand Master makes up her mind, nothing can stand in the Knight's way.
That's simply not acceptable. Wouldn't Storm Terror end up getting killed that way?
That foolish beast betrayed the winds. Not even the god of Animo themselves would forgive it.
Please, I beg of you.
I'm afraid not, little bard. Strange. Somehow I feel so bad rejecting this sweet child.
Then, I guess I'm left with no other choice. I cannot hide anymore. My disciples, rejoice! Behold, the god of Animo, Barbados, has descended. Shocked, aren't you? Don't you just want to cry out and rejoice? How does it feel to finally meet the god you've been serving?
If there's nothing else, I'll be going back to handle the cathedral's paperwork now.
Wait!
I won't order just yet.
Huh? She didn't even bat an eyelid. But I have at least learned what I wanted to know. She didn't deny that the cathedral is enshrining the Holy Lyre. Now, since you're the hotshot of the Knights, maybe you can give it a shot.
Barbados bless you. I know you. You and Amber saved Mondstadt that day. So what brings you here? Tasks from the acting Grand Master. Is that so? Not that I don't trust you. It's just that a suspicious bard came looking to borrow the Holy Lyre as well. He's full of nonsense and even called himself Barbados. He must be up to something. There are regulations in place for the use of the Holy Lyre. Currently, it's only used in Ludi Harpastum. Signed documents from the Grand Master, Seneschal, and Community Representative are all required. So, may I see the document from the Knights of Favonius? A signed document is required. Without it, there's not much I can do. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really...
It didn't work. I knew. I just wanted to know how influential the hotshot of the Knights of Favonius is. You see, the best warrior should always be presented with the best sword. And yet here we are. Does the story not make for a fitting ballad?
So what are you trying to say? That we're...
No, that's not it. More of a commentary regarding Mondstadt's inability to see the warrior state. Very well. Looks like borrowing it is not going to be possible. We're simply... Today we stand for free will. Any suggestions on... Come now, speak up. That's what free will is for. Look at you, sidetracked from the... But seriously, you're more suitable for the job than I. Aside from singing, I don't really have any other talent. Besides, if I was caught, I'd have no one to write the grave injustice of my arrest.
How can it be a grave injustice if you...
But things are different for you. You are the superstar of the Knights of Favonius. Should you get caught, you would easily be able to... The guards here, it seems they're off duty throughout the night. If we manage to seize this opportunity...
Stop mentioning us getting caught!
What do you say? Yes. Seems I did mention that. Your point being... Why does your decision hinge upon whether or not I am a god?
Paimon will fill you in on her background story when we get the time.
Huh?
Vale. Vamos a abrir. Logro, tenemos. Seguimos aquí. Muy buenas, chicos. Bienvenidos aquí al directo. Otro día más dándole a tope. Vamos a ver. Tenemos que llegar por la noche, dijo, ¿no? Vale. De 16 a las 8, hasta las 6, ¿no? Vale, entonces.
Don't be shy.
Vale. Misma, eso va a ser un poco difícil, ¿eh? Esto va a ser un poco difícil. Yo no sé ni para dónde estoy tirando, chavales. Vale. Vale, casi nos pillan, chaval.
Who are you? She disappeared.
Freeze! What are you doing here?
No, run!
O sea, nos han pillado bajo la masa. Tanana. Y yo creo que la tía esa, o sea, electricidad, vale, tiene que ser de los Fatui. O sea, tiene que ser.
Oh no! We're busted! Run!
What? Follow me.
Vamos a entrar para adentro, a ver. O sea.
Master D-Luke, this is this week's accounts.
The disaster has greatly affected business.
Well, let's hope it all ends soon.
Hi! We'd like a seat at your, least conspicuous table.
The second floor has fewer customers. You'd be less... But aren't you a bard? Why not sit front and center?
Let's save the paid performance for next time. We'll be heading up now. See you in a bit.
Hey, keep an eye on them. There's something strange about that bard.
Ask who exactly?
The protectors of Mondstadt.
What'd you like?
A ver, hay que subir.
Master D-Luke, have you seen two thieves around?
What happened? Why have you mobilized so many...
Haven't you heard, Master D-Luke? Two thieves are trying to steal the Holy Lyre.
Huh? How odd.
Isn't it? The Holy Lyre is a treasure that was played by the god of animal themselves. Such a precious piece of...
Why would one want to steal something they can't sell off? Would pay better to steal from my sellers.
Huh?
Sorry, off topic. Believe they headed that way.
Understood. Thank you, Master D-Luke.
Vale, a ver qué pasa. A ver qué va pasando, chicos. Creo que tenemos que hablar con Diluc. Y me salió. Vale, sí. Tengo que hablar con Diluc y me salió. Ay, qué bueno.
think I'll have a glass of...
You can put down that bottle you stole from behind the counter.
something cold.
Right. I want answers.
Let me finish my drink first. I'll pay.
It's not about money. You seem too young to be...
No need to worry. When I started drinking, you were still... You want to ask, who's this? Am I right? He is Master Diluc, the boss of... He's very famous. By the way, his dandelion wine is one of my favorites. Although most of the time I can only afford a bottle or two.
I just heard about some thieves from the guards. For the record, I like your guts for trying to steal the Holy Lyre de Hamel. Even if you are fools. But we don't often get to see people like you.
It wasn't us that stole it. The real thief is...
This is the hotshot of the Knights of Favonius. Why would someone so aspiring steal Mondstadt's sacred treasure?
Hotshot? Oh, so it's you. So, you and the Bard are close friends? Well, despite only being a passing traveler, you still offered your help to Mondstadt in its time of need. A shame you joined the Knights. The Knights of Favonius. And towards the Fatui? Weak and conservative. Forget it. I don't feel like talking about it.
Seems you don't really like the Knights of Favonius.
Just differences in approach is all. I have my own hopes for this city. Now, answers. Why did you steal the Holy Lyre?
You sure you want to know? It could implicate you in the affairs of the Knights.
That's fine. I somehow always end up implicated in...
If I tell you the story with a performance...
It depends. I'll make my own
Then will I get paid?
Your reward will range from anywhere between 5 mora and the Holy Lyre.
Very well. Let me put on a...
What did I just witness? This is confidential information.
Why? Perhaps the winds are changing. What say you, Master Diluc?
Interesting. Give me some time. I'll organize some contacts. Outlander, as one of the Knights, it seems you're not a suspect. Blonde is the only description on the wanted poster. You should be safe. As for the Bard, however, it'd be better if you stayed in the tavern.
No problem.
Okay. Let's meet here tonight after the tavern closes.
Salir de la taberna, vamos a ir saliendo de la taberna y a ver dónde vamos ahora. O sea, ¿en qué lío nos hemos metido? Esto, para que veáis que el juego también tiene sus cosas. Espera que la taberna cierre. Vale. Aquí podemos hacer lo que hacíamos antes, ¿vale? Que es lo de la hora. Y creo que nos puso... ¿A qué hora nos puso? El logro. Tenemos ahí el logro. Desde las 12, vale. A las 12, pues entonces tenemos que mover la hora hasta las 12. 12:06. Vale. Así lo hacemos más rápido. Perfecto. Si buscas hombre de cabello rubio y con ropa exótica, toda información es bienvenida. Si tiene información de valor, hablar con Amber, la exploradora. Mil gracias. Madre mía, ¿en qué lío nos hemos metido, chaval? O sea... Ay, por Dios.
You're here.
Llegaron.
Wait,
Un
you're...
momento. ¿BisbiR? Yeah.
Well, first of all, I contacted more than one person. Secondly, she came here as Jean herself, not as the acting Grandmaster. A Jean you would never see, even as an honorary knight.
What a surprise. I heard about the Holy Lyre, but I never suspected it was you. So, the sound of the Holy Lyre can purify Storm Terror and return it to normal?
That's right. Your honorary knight is putting themselves on the front line. Now that's the hot shot of the Knights of Favonius I'm talking about.
Feels like we're breaking the law, though.
I understand this kind of absurd explanation is hard to believe. But we can ask the bard to play the song again to try...
I believe you.
To persuade our stubborn command...
I can't think of any reason for Dvalin's betrayal, given it was once one of the Four Winds. However, if it was poisoned in the battle over Mondstadt all those years ago, and then corrupted by the Abyss Mage after it woke up, we can't really blame it. But as acting Grandmaster, I obviously cannot make such a statement publicly. Diplomatic pressure from the Fatui makes it hard for us to seek a peaceful resolution to the Storm Terror issue. People would think I've lost grip on the gravity of the situation. That's why I can only do this in private.
That's one of the reasons I don't like the Knights of Favonius. What surprises me is that you would believe in Outlanders so easily.
My cautious and meticulous superior, even you trust him, don't you, sir?
I already told you not to call me sir. Never mind. We don't often get to work together after all.
Wow,
I have a rough idea of where the Holy Lyre de Himmel is.
Nice recovery. She's really talented at changing the
The conflict between Mondstadt and Snezhnaya stems from the conflict between the Seven Nations and their respective gods. The cryo-gods Fatui seem to be after the Animo god's power. Right. If the Knights of Favonius publicly prevented an attempt on Dvalin's head, the only other way to affect the Animo god's power is to take the Holy Lyre.
The number of Fatui that have come to Mondstadt is far from limited. I've already managed to coerce.
Diluc has determined that the Holy Lyre is not being held in the Goth Grand Hotel. I imagine they don't want to leave something stolen in a place where it could be so easily found.
Paimon gets it. If too much of a scene gets made, then it becomes a big diplomatic issue.
Such is the diplomacy between the seven.
Vale,
Outlander,
chicos.
ready to go?
Estamos listos. Vamos. Vamos a ello,
Jean
chicos.
just said the Fatui are trying to take Dvalin's power for the cryo god.
Vamos a ello, chicos, a ver qué nos encontramos.
I fear this might fall short of their true intentions.
Vale, vamos a ir aquí. Perfecto, punto de teletransporte. Y nos teletransportamos así, directamente. O sea, ni esperamos, ni vamos andando, ni nada. Vamos a ir lo más rápido posible para que no nos quedemos cortos en lo que es la historia. La verdad que ha dado un giro emocionante para mí. Emocionante.
The god of Animo hasn't been seen for more than 1,000 years. What makes you think?
Recupera la lira sagrada. Así que vamos a empezar a ello. Tenemos a los 4 principales. Así que vamos todos con ellos. Claramente aquí, esto, si lo miramos en un punto de vista, nos damos cuenta de cosas. Probad. Vale. Vale, el fuego. Vale, este es de fuego. Vale, volumen aventurero, y nos llevamos cositas. Es de fuego y creo que electricidad.
No, no, no! Don't eat me! The entire floor's defenses have been broken. I thought it was the Abyss Order attacking. How did you guys know the liar's here? The place it's being kept is locked up tight. If you're after the key, keep going further into the ruin. I don't know which one of the guards has it, but I'm sure you can find the guards and...
This guy looks like he's about to wet himself.
You just worry about yourselves.
Este tío está a punto de mojarse los pantalones.
One of the 11 is already in Mondstadt. Senora, when she gets her hands on you, she's gonna string you up and torture you. When that time comes, don't you
Did he say Senora? What a strange name.
Number 8 of the 11 goes by the name Senora. The fact that the Fatui can run amok across the 7 nations like they do is entirely because of the 11. We need to act quickly before she gets wind of what's going on.
Who are you? How'd you... Never heard of that association before. What are you lot doing here? That lie's way too obvious. You really haven't got anything better? And just how do you plan to borrow it? Okay, sounds like a plan. All right, you're free to go. But I don't have the key, unfortunately. You'll have to ask the next guard you come across.
He says the key isn't here. Shall we try another room?
Vamos a ir para allá. Vamos a ver.
Who are you? What? You're just going... I am a proud citizen of Snezhnaya. I will not falter.
Vale, ya tenemos la llave. Pues tío, este no está nada mal, ¿eh? El nuevo este, el Diluc.
you rats scurry out from? Senora's not going to tolerate this kind of interference in our affairs. So I'll be the one to take care of you. Save her the trouble of having to deal with you herself. Maybe so soon. Prepare yourself. With the wind! Now escape! Wind blade!
Let's spark things up a little.
Can't run from death.
Vale, ya no hemos cargado a estas personas. Al fin recuperamos la lira.
Where did that guy go, though? He was here a second ago.
Senora is going to end you. The songs bards sing of your demise will be so terrifying. The people of Mondstadt will never sleep a...
Big talk for a guy who still ran off in the end. Chicken.
Vale, ya tenemos aquí la lira. O sea, no sé por qué esto no se... ¿No? Vale, aquí no hay nada, aquí tampoco, así que nos vamos. Nos vamos, chicos, vamos ahí a seguir haciendo las misiones. Llevamos prácticamente casi 2 horas jugando. Y la verdad que gracias, chicos, por eso me gustas.
Forget it. I don't like having to...
Vale, tenemos que irnos para acá. Y vamos a ver qué sucede. Ya sabéis, chicos. ¿Ustedes qué esperáis? Yo también quiero preguntaros y quiero que cojáis, que dejéis por comentarios si queréis que vamos a tener una cita con Lisa, o si Lisa será algo más, o qué será.
At least that's the facade we're maintaining.
If I take a back alley, I shouldn't get...
Entramos ahí en la taberna, chicos.
Our actions are going to get them
Welcome back.
A ver, oh, bienvenidos. Esa es la lira sagrada, la consiguieron.
The pattern of flowing wind carved on the rosewood, and the strings still feel cool to the touch, too. Ah, the memory.
What do you think, Venti? Can you summon Dvalin?
Although this lyre is the real thing, I doubt that, as you can see, the lyre has been through 1,000 years of history. Its animal in this condition, you couldn't play music fit for even Diluc's...
Bards fight to get on the stage of my tavern. Don't make assumptions.
Is that really important right now, Master Diluc? And you! Did you just borrow the holy lyre to play music for drunkards to hear? What do you mean?
Anyway, we won't be able to call Dvalin with it. The lyre itself is fine, but the strings... You're up, Outlander. Relax, it's not broken. It's just that the intensity of its animo power has greatly... Do you still have Dvalin's teardrop crystal with you? Great! Try to use it on the holy lyre. It worked as expected.
This youthful glow.
Praising yourself? Really?
I was talking about the Holy Lyre.
Thanks to our traveler friend having purified the crystal, the Holy Lyre won't continue to lose power. That said, its power is far from replenished. It'd be great if we could get more tears.
Pegándole.
I can surmise that Dvalin will already be crying, suffering alone in some deserted place.
Poor baby.
This is not something that an honorary knight can accomplish alone. I will mobilize. When you get the teardrop crystal, please let our honorary knight perform the purification process.
Heroes supporting each other and setting out on a journey together. How exciting! Let me come up with a song for you.
Is that all you're going to do? Just...
wouldn't be much of a bard if I didn't, now would I?
You're so cheeky. You deserve an ugly nickname. Oh, Paimon knows. From now on, you'll be known as Tone Deaf
El bardo de pacotilla. El bardo de pacotilla. Tócate
This
la
search
cosa.
reminds me of a feud I once had with the Fatui. 6 months ago, a
Salimos de la
thief stole
taberna,
treasure.
chicos, y vamos a ir a por esas lágrimas de Balín, pero lo que no sé es cómo sabemos dónde está, ¿no?
What was it? A cup used by Barbados?
Vale, ve hacia el templo de los 1000 tiempos. Vale, pues vamos a ir aquí prácticamente. Nos teletransportamos, chicos. Y vamos a ir para allá. A ver... ¿Qué hay?
Now, although if such a thing existed, it would be very valuable. Among all the relics they managed to dig up, one particular object was very rare. It was a vial which contained the Animo god's breath.
Relics
Vale,
come in
tenemos que
every
ir
shape
para
and
allá
form,
arriba.
huh?
Anyone with an eye for fine art would like to add this relic to their collection. Once word got out, the Fatui started trying to seek it out as well. They've made tons of counterfeits that can be found everywhere. In response, I just bought every one I could find, irrespective of its authenticity. We're still at it now. I've bought more than 2,000 fakes to date, and the Fatui are yet to find the real one.
Whoa, you guys are insane. That means the real one must be out there somewhere on the black market, right? Paimon will give you a discount on them if she finds any, because Paimon's just great like that.
Sure, you can try to find the real one. I'll take what you find, even if they're fake. Once you're done, find me at the winery. I'll trade you a beer for every 20 you find.
Vale, tenemos que tener cuidado, chicos. Vale, ahí tenemos una cosita para coger. Vale. Vale, ya sabemos con quién tenemos que pegarle eso. Y no lo sabíamos antes. Vamos a ver, G. Golpear los puntos débiles del enemigo puede inmovilizarlos o hacer que pierdan el equilibrio temporalmente. Conocer y explotar los puntos débiles de cada oponente te dará una gran ventaja. Vale, esto era lo que yo no sabía. Y ahora sí sabemos. Vale, a ver qué sale.
As knights, we are taught to hone our investigative skills.
Wow! Very impressive.
Vale. Es
In my
impresionante, ya
experience,
tenemos
the
esto.
secret to finding what you are looking for is to never look for it in the first place. Don't think too much about it and don't search too hard. And before you know it, what you're looking for will appear right before your very eyes.
What?
Don't worry about it too much. The more flustered you become, the less likely you are to find it. Pay attention to what you see in your peripheral vision, and you might just stumble upon what you're looking for.
I don't know. It doesn't sound like that would work.
Vale, ya hemos recogido esto. Ahora tenemos que ir justamente aquí. Al portal Águila, así que allí vamos.
No, seriously, it does though. In fact, it...
Y ahí que vamos al portal, chavales. Vale, lágrimas entre las profundidades de la jungla y las ruinas. Desafío. Elemento recomendado. Crio y Lisa, que son los, digamos, ahora mismo los que están mejor preparados. Así que ya sabemos que entre el Crio y Lisa vamos a hacer el juego. Vamos a ver qué nos toca. Vamos a ir con Kaella. Uy, que casi me voy. Casi de primera.
Freeze! Cool it! What's the hurry? Dodge this!
Como derretido que me voy a quedar. Gracias por caerte.
What's the hurry? Don't get frostbite. Cool it.
Perfecto. Uy, ¿qué ha pasado ahí? No sé qué ha pasado, pero bueno. Vale, algo ha pasado. Algo ha pasado. Y no sé el qué. Vale, vale. No sé, pero tenemos que como que subir. Ahí, esto es. Y de aquí, pues nos tenemos que tirar. Vale, nos dejamos caer. Cogemos el cofre. Y aquí que llegamos. Vale, o he ido muy rápido o me parece. Vale, ahora estamos subiendo, perfecto. Portal de resurrección. Y aquí seguimos, chicos. Así te voy a tirar de esto.
Come a little close.
Y ahí que llevamos eso de por medio, cogemos cofre. Y que yo sepa nada más. Lágrima que conseguimos, ya lo tenemos todo. No fue nada fácil.
It's too early to relax. We're still not done with Storm Terror. Besides, the Fatui could also be planning something.
Hey, Diluc, I heard that the Fatui have recently proclaimed you persona non grata.
What an honor.
A ver,
Nobody was ever
algo
proclaimed
para
persona
conseguir
grata
algo.
by the Fatui anyway.
The Fatui? The diplomatic delegation from Sneznaya? What have they got against Master Diluc?
No hay
The
cofre.
Fatui are a problem not only for the knights, they also present a real threat
No,
to the
parece
whole of
que no hay nada.
Mondstadt.
Pues vamos chicos a ello, a ver qué va pasando, qué va sucediendo. La verdad es que estoy quedando todavía un poco flipado.
Wait, you...
That's enough.
Yes, why?
You knights are
No, it's...
Personally,
Why?
if I were to
Paimon can't imagine...
I'd prefer to be... No, I don't.
Jeez, your wording is so very
Vale,
dramatic.
tenemos que ir ahí, vale, perfecto. Aquí cerquita.
I had one too when I was a kid. What's so strange about it?
What? You too?
Vamos con él. Que vamos mucho más rápido. Vamos a recuperar un poquito. Lo bueno es que aquí esto lo derrotamos en su momento. Vale, hemos conseguido esto. Ahora, ¿dónde nos tenemos que dirigir? ¿Sabes? Ya no sé ni hablar, chavales. Ay, nos vamos a teletransportar aquí prácticamente, que estamos cerquita. Y vamos a ello, chicos. 2 horas. 2 horas de directo, chicos. Todavía vamos a estar un poco aquí con ustedes. Y vamos a ver dónde llegamos, hasta dónde llegamos, si terminamos con esta historia, si no terminamos con esta historia. Seguramente no terminemos con esta historia porque todavía queda mucho. Pero vamos a ello. Ya estamos aquí, chicos, y ahí vamos. A ver.
Fallen Protection Squad, assemble!
Let's put our crystals together. Oh. The color of these crystals looks muddy. Delalin, you're going through so much pain. Let's start purifying these crystals first. Please, traveler.
It is hard to believe such a thing is possible until you've seen it with your own eyes.
Interesting. It's like filtering wine. The process is...
I think we should have enough tears now. So next we... use the crystals on the Holy Lyre like last time.
It worked!
It seems completely different from before.
The lyre's animal power seems fully restored. We should be able to use it now. It's all thanks to you.
Now, where should we summon Storm Terror? It must be away from the city, else there will be casualties should we fail. Perhaps here at the winery?
If the winery was destroyed, it's not something I couldn't eventually fix. But I'd still rather not go through that.
The wind that blows at sea or in high places should be able to carry a bard's words far away. It's never going to work if the air is too dry.
Paimon understands. Sea or high place. Then the best location to play the lyre would be...
If you go east from Starfell Lake, there are mountains south of the beach.
Oh, you mean that beach we were on when you told Paimon about your sister?
If you head to where the cliff juts out, that place is known as Star Snatch Cliff. What do you think, Bard? Meets the requirements, no?
Let me think. Star Snatch Cliff. All right.
Very well. Then let's meet at Star Snatch Cliff when we're ready. Please don't be late. Sorry. I didn't mean to...
Vale. Nos vamos al principio, chicos. Nos vamos al principio, chicos, a ver dónde llegamos. Mira.
Don't get frostbite.
What's the hurry? What's the hurry? Freeze!
Vale, tenemos que seguir subiendo, creo yo. A ver qué nos encontramos aquí.
Disappear!
Hemos encontrado Cecilia. Aquí ya estamos en el acantilado, chicos, y vamos a ver.
Everyone is finally here.
Ya estamos todos aquí.
Lovely for a fated reunion, isn't it? Well, we must be prepared for a fight.
Regardless of the outcome, things finally seem to be taking a turn for the Mondstadt has really been going through so much.
In the end, the solution to our problem was as simple as a traveler in a song. I suppose the Knights of Favonius may have played a part in it too.
Oh, we get it, Master D-Luke. Everyone, please, I, the best wandering bard of the mortal world, shall begin my performance with the holy...
Vamos a ver.
What has been done cannot be undone.
Then why do I see sadness in your eyes? Sadness that speaks of your yearning for this song.
We are communicating. Huh?
No! Don't get bored! Do not be fooled by him, dear dragon. He left you to rot alone. Now he attempts to deceive you once more.
Barbatos.
Let your wrath fester. Mondstadt has already turned its back on you.
You were planning this all on to have me slain.
Dvalin.
Venti, please, be careful.
You've known my true identity for some time now, haven't you, Jean? Though, I thank you for continuing to use the name Venti.
How's the Holy Lyre? Can it still be played, or does it need to be repaired?
Unfortunately, I think it's beyond repair.
You're right. If we don't fight the evil at its source, then we can't save Dvalin at all.
In which case, I shall call upon Outrider Amber to...
No need.
Why is that?
I eradicated one not long ago, in one of the Four Winds temples.
What?
If you want to track those monsters down, then I'll seek answers from my...
Though he dislikes the Knights of Favonius, he protects Mondstadt in his own way.
Oh? Why does our little Paimon sound so doting all of a sudden?
La verdad que sí. Paimon siempre está haciendo algo de las suyas.
Wait for my word. I'll be sure to let the Abyss Order know that their blatant disregard for Mon will not go unpunished.
Vale, vamos a ver qué pasa.
Your Highness, your humble servant returns. When your homeland returns to this world, we shall revel in its glory.
Por una mañana sin lágrimas. Vale. Tenemos que irnos para acá. Vamos a teletransportarnos y a ver cómo acaba esta historia. O sea, no sé cómo acabará, pero la verdad que es emocionante. La verdad, intriga mucho. Está muy chulo lo que es la historia en realidad. Está muy chula. Está muy bien. Lo único, esos pequeños puntos del juego, que no puedes volar, etcétera. Que sí, que vale, que puedes teletransportarte y demás, pero bueno, pero es un coñazo que tengan que estar, pues bueno, recorriendo la senda de esta manera, ¿no? ¿Por qué? Porque por lo menos si pudieses volar y ya que te dan unas alas, ¿no? Que pudieses volar, ¿no? O por lo menos que tuviesen la oportunidad, lo que es los que tengan, digamos, dicha habilidad, ¿no?
The Abyss Order. Enemies of the human race. Even the underground networks rarely come across. With that said, it was a bit of a hassle, but I managed to dig up.
Really? That quickly?
Come to think of it, Mr. Big Animal God Barbatos, why exactly do you need the help of mere...
How do I put it? The Seven, as people now know them, were once known as the Seven Archons. Each Archon presides over their own part of Teyvat. That is the role the Archons play. Only in performing this duty can we attain power. But I don't like the idea of ruling Mondstadt, and I don't feel Mondstadt would really like it either.
Go forth and establish a city of freedom without rule. We have not forgotten Barbados' wish for Mondstadt.
Jean, you're such a devotee. Maybe someone got a little too free and is just too lazy to care.
However it may have come to be, I haven't been back to Mondstadt for Without a doubt, I am now the weakest Archon among the Seven. Aw, you flatter me.
Oh, such a humble god. Is it a blessing or a curse? But we digress. Let's get back to the topic at hand. The common enemy of all mankind. We have tracked the Abyss Mage to the vicinity of the winery.
I cannot stress enough how important it is to not let...
Vale, que comienza la cacería. Acto 3. Vale, vamos a ver dónde puede ser que esté. Vale, está por aquí, así que vamos ahí con el teletransporte directamente para no... Para eso, para no estar tanto tiempo, digamos, esperando. O por lo menos... Vale.
No escape. Hey.
Vale.
Dodge this. What's the hurry? Dodge this. Freeze. What's the hurry? Cool it. This one will be frozen in time.
Perfecto.
What's this? After the Abyss Mage was defeated, a certain energy just... It seems that energy was being used to cut off the connection between me and Dvalin. Huh. Do you know of Storm Terror's Of course. I believe the people of Mondstadt. After Dvalin woke up, he took the ancient ruins as his lair. As it was with the storms that previously cut Mondstadt off from the outside world, the entrance to the ruins is also But now, as the energy dispersed from the Abyss Mage, I was able to read the rhythmic flow of how the barrier's magic was woven. I must admit, it sounds even more horrendous than a chorus of hilly churls. But it should be enough to let us break through the storm barrier and reach Storm Terror's lair.
Which means we're going to confront Dvalin? I'm fine with that. Jean is the one who wishes to avoid any direct confrontation.
No. When there are no other options left, it is my responsibility. If slaying him is our only choice, I will gladly become the knight that leads the charge.
Fortunately, we have yet to need to go that.
By that...
I mean that the Holy Liar is not our trump card. Our real trump card? The Traveler.
The Traveler?
Correct. But you have a much more precious forte. The impurities in the tears and the curse that binds Dvalin belong to the same which mean...
You tone-deaf bard! Don't you see how crazy this is?
Bardo de pacotilla.
You've seen what Dvalin is like when he's ticked off. She'll be swallowed whole before she even gets to lift a finger.
Hey. Nice plan. Worth a shot.
I am with you, honorary knight.
Vamos a ello, chicos.
So we just need to fight monsters from the abyss and a dragon. No pressure or anything.
Paimon siempre
Humans aren't without their strengths.
se va por el extremo.
Let's go.
And so, epic actions of brave heroes finally leads to this 11th hour.
Hasta el capítulo final, chicos. Vamos a ver dónde tenemos que ir. Vale, prácticamente sin descubrir, ¿vale? Vamos a teletransportarnos aquí, que es lo más cerca posible. Y vamos allá donde tenemos que ir. A ver, si no creo que esto sea el final, porque prácticamente teníamos más misiones que hacer. Si no mal me equivoco. Vemos aquí más misiones y demás. Entonces, prácticamente después hay más misiones, ¿vale? Entonces, vamos a ello. Dame un momento. Que me pone algo de constelación. Esto es lo que quería ver. Vale. Ya tenemos el torbellino ascendente. A ver si eso nos da un poco más de información. Y a ver si nos permite otras cosas. Sin que vamos a ello.
You're in for a little. You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer.
Perfecto. Vamos a darle de comer. Mima. Aquí ya hemos llegado, chicos. Es una barrera de tormenta.
It looks so dangerous.
Wow.
Leave it to me. Although this wooden lyre is all I have. I don't need the lyre to break through this kind of storm barrier.
Enemy attack! Prepare yourselves!
The stage will need to be cleared before I can begin my performance. Generally speaking, such chores are not the concerns of the performer himself.
Wait, what's going on? There shouldn't be any herd trail camps in the vicinity of Storm Terror's lair.
With the wind! Wind blade!
Ya hemos terminado con ellos.
The hilly trolls usually do not venture into areas with high element. It puts a heavy burden on their bodies.
The Abyss Order must be manipulating them behind the scenes, yet they shouldn't have been able to determine that they're presumably spreading their forces to halt our plans.
Without further ado, I suppose I can play faster if my only audience is the wind.
Vamos a ver qué pasa.
It actually opened.
Vale,
You're
estamos
not
ahí.
entirely useless, tone deaf bard.
Bardo de
This
pacotilla.
is it. We are now entering Storm Terror. Watch yourselves. Let's move.
Vale, vamos a ello. Ya tenemos un punto de teletransporte desbloqueado.
This is the front gate to Storm Terror's lair. The gate is enormous compared to us. But still, Paimon wonders how Dvalin gets in there with a body that huge.
He doesn't walk in. He flies in.
Oh.
Hombre, claro,
You
si
do
puede
have a
volar,
point.
tiene sentido. Aquí que estamos ya. Está atascada.
It's stuck. Hey, check out that roof. Is there a giant hole in it?
Sí, es verdad. ¿Qué será por donde entrará el dragón?
I suppose we could make use of...
Let's make a detour then.
Let's make a detour then. Heading up.
La está remeando, creo.
Do you think there will be abyss mages hiding in the ruins? Either way, if we do run into one, we will let the victorious Master Diluc do the...
Do not underestimate them just because I have beaten one of them before. I'm not boasting. Simply saying there is more to the Abyss Order than a few mages.
Correct. That's why I tagged along after all. Well, that and also for your safety. Why am I so diligent? Too diligent for a poet, in fact.
So says the person that made zero effort to search for the dragon tears and drank in the tavern all day. Paimon doesn't get it. What part of you is remotely diligent?
Mima.
Maybe I wasn't meant for this world.
Qué cacho porrazo no hemos pegado, padre. Vale. O sea, qué cacho porrazo no hemos pegado, chaval. Vale. Vamos a revivirla. Madre mía. Vamos a revivirla, por Dios, porque nos la hemos cargado. No la hemos cargado. Nos lo hemos cargado, chaval. Está a punto de vomitar, pero bueno, no pasa nada. Allá que va.
Dodge this.
Look, a wind current. It might lead us to the top of the tower.
Mundo se abre para aquellos de noble corazón. Guarida de Storm. Vale, ya tenemos esto descubierto. Vamos a ver si podemos hacer ofrendas. Sí, podemos hacer 2 por lo menos. Y la verdad que viene muy bien. También vamos a hacer bendición. Para ver. Vamos a ello, chicos. Y a ver qué nos toca.
Oh, we can't advance any further. The ruins seem to be guarded by ancient sea.
Is this the work of Dvalin?
No. These ruins were once part of an ancient city. Dvalin just happens to be These ruins even predate the existence of the Four Winds. Mondstadt is a city without a ruler. However, it was ruled over by a tyrant. Anyway, I'll sing you that story when we have a chance.
The markings on this seal. If my archaeological knowledge is not mistaken, this appears to be a light act. If we retrieve and reintegrate all the parts, we should be able to get it working.
We should be close to completing this. Let's put the last part back and see.
Vamos a ver. Qué raro. A ver, 20. Parece que estamos en lo correcto. Hay 3 halos más alrededor de la torre.
Which means there are 3 more corresponding light actuators to activate. I can see one from here. The rest must be scattered within the room.
Why did Dvalin pick a place filled with puzzles and seals as his lair? Doesn't he get annoyed coming back home?
He doesn't walk in. He flies.
You do.
Vale. Tenemos que ir para allá de primera. Espérate. Que estamos aquí. Darme un momentito, chicos. Bueno, vamos a ello y a ver qué nos toca. Pues vamos para allá. Lo bueno es que creo que están por los suelos, si mal no me equivoco. Así que vamos a ir a ello. Un momentito, que vamos a recoger esto que nos interesa. No me digas que son 3. No me digas que son 3. Vale, y vale. Ya hemos colocado esto y vamos a ello. Recuperamos. Y vamos a ello, chicos, vamos a ello, pero madre mía, son 3. Uno preparado.
Wow, this light actuating ceremony does work magic. It looks like one of the
Creo
three
que voy a
levels
coger
above
y
has
de
now
ahí
become
volando,
solid ground. Let's start looking for the next puzzle.
Sería para allá. Bueno, vamos a intentar coger eso, que lo acabo de ver. Y no me queda mucho más. Así que vamos a tener que ir andando. Vamos a ir mirando. Vale. Cada uno está en un sitio súper lejos. ¿Esto qué es? Derrota todo. Vale. Perfecto. Ahora sí, ya podemos ir. Ahí estamos viendo ya una cosa amarilla, con lo cual ahí tenemos eso, pero antes vamos a hacer esto. Vale. Ah, que ahí hay uno. Ahora no nos vamos a poner a cocinar, por Dios. ¿Dónde está el eso de luz, tío? Ah, mira dónde está. Ya lo hemos visto, ya sabemos dónde está. Y no sé si por aquí se puede subir de alguna manera. Debería. Perfecto. Chicos, segundo ya preparadísimo. O sea, estamos ya terminando con el segundo. Y si mal no me equivoco, lo vi por aquí cerca. Mira, ahí lo veo. Vamos a ello, chicos. Y aquí lo tenemos para llevárnoslo. Segundo abierto.
It seems 2 of the halos have become solid ground. One more and the seals at the top of the tower will be broken.
Ese es que no sé cómo se puede coger, ¿vale, chicos? O sea, ya lo cogeré. Epa ahí. ¿Qué ha pasado? ¿Qué ha pasado? No sé qué ha pasado, pero ¿habéis visto? Vale, ahí hay dos. Mima. Este creo que ha sido mucho más fácil, ¿eh, chicos?
It's done! Paimon thinks we should venture onward from here.
What's the hurry?
Ahí tenemos una corriente. No, no vamos a poder llegar, así que nada. No sé cómo se cogerá eso. Pero bueno, vamos a seguir, chicos. Y vamos a teletransportarnos aquí. Punto. Ahí. Ya queda poquito, chicos.
I'm thinking about turning these adventures into songs after we're done.
Cuando acabe todo esto pienso componer una canción de vuestras aventuras. Han pasado todas las cosas.
Hopefully this song will be sung for years to come by the people of Mondstadt, just like the legend of Vanessa.
I have loved that song since I was small. How are you feeling today, Honorary Knight? I am completely prepared and fully confident that we can do this.
Even Master Diluc accompanied us to the very end. Despite only being an accidentally involved bystander.
You shared your secret with me, and I only returned your trust to the same extent.
It's freedom.
Freedom?
When you first arrived at Mondstadt, did no one tell you that Mondstadt is the city of freedom? She really is a child of freedom. Mondstadt is a romantic city without the reign of a king. And its citizens enjoy the most freedom amongst the 7 nations. I hope the dragon that once protected Mondstadt will soon be free too. No one should have deceived him by telling him that Mondstadt betrayed him, and no one should have told him that it was his eternal duty to protect the city. He has the right and freedom to choose his own way of life.
Bueno, pues por ahora creo que esta es la última misión, digamos, en Mondstadt, porque no sé si a lo mejor...
Well then, traveler, may the thousands of years of wind that have blown through Mondstadt go with you. Just like the last time, I shall channel animal energy for you.
Oh, no wonder you said his voice sounds familiar.
Vale. Entramos en la guarida, chicos. Vale, vamos a ello. Desafío, un jugador. Vamos a ver. Vamos con el equipo original.
Look! There are 2 shiny spots on Dvalin's back! They appear to be poisonous blood clots that have coagulated on his wounds. The Abyss Order must have cursed the wounds.
A orden del abismo debe haber maldecido las heridas. Eso es lo que debe.
To save Dvalin, we're going to have to get rid of those blood clots.
Vale, vamos a ir a ello.
Dvalin is getting away, but I'm familiar with his tactics. Just hold on a bit longer.
Vale, ahora tenemos como que esquivar.
more animo from the shots being fired. Shattering them will create acceleration currents. I can't control where they will appear, so keep your eyes peeled. Shatter the condensed animo orbs to create acceleration currents. I know it's hard to tell amidst the barrage of bullets, but this is the only way.
Vale, vale. Vale, hay que conseguir otra vez lo de los orbes. Vale, ya nos queda poquísimo. Uf, de primeras, chicos, así de primeras, vamos ahí a ello, a tope. Ya hemos quitado uno, por lo que veo. Vamos a ver qué pasa.
Now we can fight Devalin on equal grounds. The grandest bard is here to help. But first, let me be clear. Even after hundreds of years without use, Devalin's teeth and claws are still very dangerous. clot on his neck.
Darme un momento, le voy a dar de comer porque si no se nos muere. Ni más, chaval. Los tengo todos muertos, chaval.
Celestinum Finale Termini.
This dragon has strange taste when it comes to naming things.
I named it for him just now.
Seriously?
Well, anyway, let's ride the wind currents and stay away from the breaking platforms. The energy flowing off the fissures will be hot. Be sure to watch your step.
Ni más, chaval. Ni más, chaval.
Aim for the tainted blood clot on his neck.
Darme un momento que vamos a seguir haciendo las cositas. Esto lo necesitamos. Vamos a darle más de comer. Ni más. Ni más, chaval.
Aim for the tainted blood clot on his neck.
Darme un momentito. No puedo revivirlo. Así que... Sin que no pasa nada.
This place is gonna collapse!
Todo para abajo. Uy.
It's been a while since we flew like this together. Huh, Dvalin?
Just now. Why?
Why did you not ask me to protect you like the last time?
Me not wanting you to listen to the Abyss Order doesn't mean that you have to listen to me. Freedom, if demanded of you by an Archon, is really no freedom at all.
Is this the power of the animal Archon? But I am no longer part of the Four Winds.
Even if that's so, you still protected us regardless. Now spread your wings of freedom and go with my blessing.
Para que veáis que esto es dibujo puro y duro.
And so, the Storm Terror threat was quelled. I clarified the misunderstanding to the citizens of Mondstadt and let them know that they are safe. To them, it seems Storm Terror attacked Mondstadt out of nowhere and then vanished just as quickly. They must be finding the whole ordeal very confusing.
However, winds change their course. Someday, they will blow towards a brighter future.
Desafío completado, saliendo en 93 segundos. Un día después. Veremos lo que pasa, chicos. Ya sabéis, chicos, si queréis otro directo, dejadme por comentario y sobre todo llegamos a 50 likes. Si no, no podré traer más directos, o lo traeré de vez en cuando y lo que haré es traer vídeos, ¿vale? Así que ya sabéis, chicos, si queréis apoyarlo a tope y queréis que traiga más, apoyarlo, pero apoyarlo a tope. Un día después.
You guys are back! The honorary knight returns triumphant. Yep, we're back from tussling with Dvalin. You just returned yesterday, right? Jean got back first, and she told us all about your heroic deeds. I wonder if I'll ever get an opportunity like that. That doesn't come into it. You guys deserve all the credit for how you resolved this crisis.
Vamos a ser un poco buenos y demás.
When I brought you into the city that day, I was just doing my duty as an outrider. You're welcome. But have you been waiting for us here this whole time? Of course not. Just because I'm not out on the front line doesn't mean I don't have work to do. In fact, I'm dealing with the aftermath of the crisis as we speak. Aftermath? Here? While Master Jean was away, the monsters lurking nearby made a coordinated attack on the city. Fortunately, we weren't completely taken by surprise. I detected the Hilly-Churls were moving closer to the city. Oh yeah! Paimon remembers. When we first met, you were clearing out one of their camps. Exactly. And if we hadn't started making preparations back then, Mondstadt would be in much greater danger by now.
Así es, de no ser que nos preparamos con anticipación, Mondstadt estaría en grave peligro, siempre y cuando lo hayan repelido.
Me too. But I have a strange feeling that we're not out of the woods. Hilly-Churls aren't usually capable of coordinating like this. Our best guess is that the Abyss Order is behind it.
Seguramente.
They've taken over the Hilly-Churls? Good thing we saved Dvalin, or they might have taken him too. That's right. And since I'm the Outrider, it's up to me to keep eyes on the Abyss Order from now on. I'm sorry. You should be celebrating your victory, not listening to all this somber talk. I promised to take you out for some sticky honey roast, didn't I? Before everyone got caught up in the Storm Terror crisis. There's no time like the present, right? You guys hungry? You bet! You may have forgotten till just now, but it's been on Paimon's mind this whole time. Awesome, let's go! It's been way too long since I last ate a sticky honey roast myself. Wait for me at Good Hunter.
Espéreme,
I'll be
buen
right there.
cazador,
I
estará
just
ahí
have to
cuando
clean up here
termine de
real quick.
despejar este lugar. Bueno, chicos, aquí tenemos que revivir. Vale, nos han dado arco. Vale. Nosotros tenemos que revivir al protagonista. que lo mataron. Vamos a comernos un pollo. Otro más. Ahí está. Y ahí que vamos, chicos. Vamos a terminar ya esta misión. Y una vez terminada, dejaré por aquí el directo. La verdad que espero que haya gustado. A mí me está gustando. Está siendo un juego muy chulo. Y sorprendente, la verdad.
Crisis, danger, the Adventurers Guild. Finally, our days of rescuing kittens and finding lost puppies are over. Roll up, youngsters. Join the Adventurers Guild today. In this time of great upheaval, we must rally to... What? What? The Storm Terror threat is resolved? I missed the acting clanmaster's speech? Storm Terror should have put up more of a fight. We didn't get to join in.
Long live the heroes. Thank you. Many trade routes have closed due to the Storm Terror incident. We can cope for now without fresh fruit and vegetables.
Solo
I
el vino,
cannot
solo le
imagine a
importa el
world
vino.
without wine. I hope they get the trade routes back up and running soon.
La monja
So
Sor Pepita.
Storm Terror's
Así que la
true
verdadera entidad
identity
del
is
terror era el
Devon,
Balín, uno de los
one of the
cuatro
four
vientos. Nunca
winds.
debimos
We
olvidar su
never should have
sacrificio por
forgotten
mostrar
his
en el
past
pasado.
sacrifice. Every cloud has a
Pero
silver
cada crisis
lining.
tiene un rayo de esperanza.
We're
Tuvimos la
fortunate
suerte
that
de
our
que-
relationship with the Dragon of the East didn't sour past the point of no return. For
Pues
that,
sí, la verdad que sí.
we have you to thank. And Jean for her unfailing devotion. As long as we have the Knights of Favonius, peace and freedom will prevail in Mondstadt.
Y bueno, ya estamos aquí. Que está ahí. Que
May I take
ella.
your order?
¿Qué van a pedir hoy?
Why so cold?
¿Por qué tan frío?
I've
Pensé
always
que
thought that
teníamos
we
una
enjoy
relación
quite the
amistosa
intimate
íntima.
friendship. Ah, so you do feel something for me. And people say my charm is fake. To bask in the presence of Mondstadt's new big hero is quite the morale boost.
Sweet-talking, sugar-coated Captain Kaya.
Nonsense. I speak from the heart. Just looking for a quiet spot to collect my thoughts.
While all the other knights are working hard to clean up after the battle?
Thinking can be an arduous task, you know. Believe me, I'd much rather be taking out the trash.
So what you thinking about then?
The Abyss Order. A dragon wreaks havoc in Mondstadt, and the acting Grand Master leaves the city to combat the threat. Strategically, that's the perfect moment for the Abyss Order to make their... If you were the Abyss Order, would you squander this golden opportunity by sending in nothing more than a few hilly churls?
Sí, pues sí, tienes razón. Es raro que solo hayan atacado a Gilichus.
To get to the bottom of it,
Para descubrir la
I
verdad
decided to
decidí
wait.
esperar. Y esperé para
So I
observar
waited.
su siguiente movimiento.
Then came the day you made all hell break loose in Storm Terror's lair. Just as the hilly churls' cries sounded from the city gates. That same day, I saw shadowy figures lurking in the city itself.
Inside the city?
Well, all the other knights were outside, fighting the enemy. As you can imagine, that left the inside of the city except for me, of course. And so I approached the Abyss Order infiltrators through various means. I managed to gather some... The situation is this. The Abyss Order...
The Abyss Order has a leader?
Yes. And it was this very leader who devised the plot to...
What exactly did you have to do to find this out?
Let's just say I'm blessed with certain
Sí,
linguistic
tiene un
powers.
talento.
There's more.
Por eso no es
The
todo.
Abyss Order
La
has a
Orden
name
del
for this
Abismo
leader.
se refiere a su
They call
dirigente
him
como la princesa.
the Prince.
La
Now,
princesa.
I'm
Bueno,
sorry to
siento
cut this
tener que
intelligence
terminar
briefing
con esta
short,
sesión
but
informativa,
I
pero
do
al
believe
parecer
I
Amber
spy
viene
Amber
en
heading
esta
this
dirección.
way. I think
Creo que
she's
todavía
still
está
angry
enojada
with me
conmigo
for
por
my
mis cosas.
absence from the defense effort during the attack. I'd better slip away.
One minute I see Kaya, the next he slipped away. Clear sign of a guilty conscience. Are you sure?
¿Estás seguro?
Because that
Porque
sounds
eso
like
suena
exactly what
exactamente
he'd
como
say to
él-
talk himself out of
como
trouble.
lo que él diría para salirse con los suyos.
But let's
Pero
forget
olvidémonos
about
de
him.
trabajo
I
muy
worked
duro
super
hoy y
hard
mi
today,
estómago
and my
está rugiendo
tummy's
horrible.
rumbling. Let's
Vale,
order.
vamos a ver.
Hi, Sarah. One sticky honey roast, please.
Bueno. A ver.
It's been getting quite busy recently.
Los otros días nos sentamos con Lisa, ahora con
Now
Amber.
the storm terror threat is behind
Mañana
us.
nos
What are your plans
sentaremos
for the next step?
con Jean. Yo qué sé, o con otra. Somos unos ligones totales. Ahora que finalmente la amenaza de Dagon llegó a su fin, ¿tienen algún plan? Paimon piensa que es hora de dejar Mondstadt, confiado en nuestros recorridos por las otras naciones para buscar pistas de su hermano.
Huh,
Ya
really?
veo, entonces el tiempo de
Oh,
despedirnos por
well,
ahora.
I guess this is goodbye for now. Hey, don't feel down. You'll always be a friend of the Knights of Avonius, and our honorary knight. Wherever you may go, and wherever the wind may blow, that's the spirit. Remember, Mondstadt. All right, now let's eat before it gets cold.
Después de una agradable comida, después de un... pues bueno, de un ligoteo y demás. Paimon como siempre.
Amber's recommendations are worth the wait. Of course. Well, I don't trust myself in the kitchen. You can always trust me with the menu. Oh, I almost forgot to mention. Jean's waiting for you at the cathedral. It's something to do with the Holy Lyre de Himmel. You'd better...
Vale, tengo que irme a la catedral. ¿Ves? Primero con Amber. Pasa de batalla a nivel 20. Prueba todo tipo de cosas delante. Y espiral del abismo. Adéntrate en la peligrosa espiral del abismo para desafiar tus propios no sé qué, no sé cuánto. Vale. Así que nos tenemos que ir. Subimos a 20. Capacidad de rango aumentó. Vamos a ir por aquí. Y nada más que terminemos, chicos, lo iré dejando, ¿vale? Mensaje importante. A medida que aumente el rango de aventura, el nivel del mundo también aumentará y los tesoros disponibles serán más abundantes. Por supuesto, los enemigos también se volverán más fuertes, claramente. A veces necesitarás completar la misión de accesión de rango de aventura para poder aumentar el nivel del mundo. Puedes ver más detalles del gremio de aventureros. Vale, perfecto. Vamos a mirar una cosita. Antes de nada. Dominio de la cruzada. Vale. Veis, ¿no? Aquí tenemos los jefes. Esta es la que vimos. Soldado Fatui, maga de Cicin Electro. O sea, ya la cogeremos por banda. Esto todo derrota a un mago de Cicin Electro, ¿ves? Y fortalece a nivel 4, 6. Vale. Vamos a ver qué es esto. Eres una vez un glorioso reino en los cielos. Su heredera fue encargada de buscar la perla de Génesis en el reino de las tinieblas. La heredera emprendió un viaje en busca de la perla. Pero fue engañada y el recuerdo de su noble origen se desvaneció. Ahora creía que era la reina del reino de las tinieblas. Un segundo heredero tomó el camino donde la primera había tropezado.
This is the story of your journey, of your tale to be told.
Qué raro. Atrapavientos. Tiempo restante del periodo. Recompensa actual. Ahora. Alcanza nivel 30 de PB gnóstico y escoge arma. Vale. Nivel 30 de PB. No sé lo que es, pero más o menos creo que lo he hecho. Bienvenidos, chicos. Creo que lo sabremos. Lo que es el PB, ¿vale? PB gnóstico, ya lo veremos. Vale. El PB gnóstico es el pase de batalla. Perfecto, el pase de batalla, ¿vale? Si llegamos al nivel Creo que ha dicho a nivel 30 y pico. Vale. Vale, aquí están las misiones para hacer lo que es los pases. Vale. Nivel 1. Perfecto. Vale, pues tendríamos que hacer esto, ¿vale? Porque esto es lo que tendremos que hacer, 32 días, ¿vale? Y aquí podemos conseguir la espada que nosotros queramos. ¿Vale? Aquí tenemos para coger. Vale, más o menos, pues no sé. O sea, creo que... Bueno, está bien. Vamos ahí, nivel 2 y nivel 1. Reclamado todo. Perfecto. Vamos a mirar aquí, chicos. Pues el directo del LOL puede ser, seguramente se venga mañana, Gabriel. Pero yo los directos los estoy haciendo en Twitch, ¿vale? Con lo cual, hoy he decidido hacer el tercer directo de Genshin Impact aquí en YouTube. A ver si llegamos a los 50 likes. Si llegamos a los 50 likes, pues traeré más directos o no. No sabe quién soy. Sí, Canario. Si no recuerdo mal. Si no, es que hay tanta gente ya. Tengo tanta gente en mi vida. Pero mañana seguramente voy a traer directo de League of Legends. Pero en Twitch, ya digo. O sea, todos los directos los hago en Twitch. Lo que pasa es que ya llevaba 2 semanas sin subir un vídeo. Y quería hacer el tercer directo aquí. Para ver un poco así el apoyo y demás. Evento conjunto, recoger todo, recogido, eliminar. Quiero mirar una cosita. Vale, artefacto, constelación. Vale. Porque de esto constelación nada, ¿no? Vale. Pero ya digo, mañana seguramente traiga League of Legends. En directo, pero en Twitch. Y a ver si llegamos a los 50 likes. Y si llegamos a los 50 likes, traeré más directos de Genshin Impact. Si no, haré vídeos y los subiré a YouTube. Porque ya prácticamente tengo que seguir subiendo. A ver, no dejaré de subir directo de Genshin Impact, pero en Twitch. Pero digamos que subiré vídeos de Genshin Impact y demás. Como hago con Rainbow y hago con League of Legends.
This is Barbara, the deaconess of the church. She is here to retrieve the holy lyre de Hamel.
Esta creo que es la malvada, ¿eh? Recordemos. O por lo menos lo que creo ver. La diaconista catedral vino a recoger a Daniel a
May the animal archon protect you. I'm not really in a position to speak compared to our, but I still want to thank you all on behalf of all of Mondstadt. Fortunately, everything was resolved peacefully. I can't imagine how an all-out war between the military and the dragon would...
Now the Fatui have no choice but to keep their mouths shut. They must be annoyed that things didn't turn out as planned for them. This time, they even lost their best excuse to pressure the Knights of Favonius. Diplomatically speaking, they gained nothing, and on the contrary, simply proved...
Sounds like quite the story. So we cannot ask you to keep defending the lyre forever. The Seneschal has been pressing me for a while now. don't worry. I'm not here to collect rent. The church has always received special. The Holy Liar! Lord Barbados! Even if I atone for these sins for the rest of my life, it would still not be enough.
Bueno, esto es...
Give it here. How could this Holy Liar, but how?
Huh? Let Paimon see!
No. I don't know how you managed to fix it, but you'll never touch the liar again.
We, really should get going. That trick I used to repair the Holy Liar. I mean, the magic I used isn't going to hold forever, you know.
What? Tone deaf, Bard! Hey, don't go!
Bardo de pacotilla. Lo que me encanta es, o sea, es un juego que si no te descojonas... Bueno, hemos tenido una cita con Lucy y vamos a ver, bueno, más adelante veremos los demás. Ya os digo, no sé si mañana sí o sí voy a hacer un directo de League of Legends, eso sí lo tengo asegurado en Twitch, así que lo más seguro es que traiga algún vídeo, ¿vale? De las siguientes misiones que lo haré en los próximos días lo traeré, ¿vale? Lo que sí ya os digo, chavales, compartirlo a tope con sus amigos.
At last, Mondstadt's rodent ruler in the flesh.
Sin Nora.
Scurrying through the streets looking for leftovers? Mondstadt calls this a god?
Resident rodent beats invasive vermin.
Don't you dare speak back to me, insolent bard. Absentee Archon of Mondstadt. How impotent you've become.
That smirk you wear looks out of place. Did you steal it from your master's face?
Should have held your tongue. So, this is a gnosis, Wouldn't be caught dead wearing this ugly thing in public.
Beauty is a waste when the beholder has no taste.
Venti!
Well, we have what we came here for. Come, before our dear Favonian friends arrive. Leave nothing for them to find.
Mima, pues otra misión un tiempo después, madre mía. Eso veo que es un error. Veo que es un error, pero bastante.
I wouldn't say he's all right, exactly. I found you lying unconscious outside the cathedral and used that bard awakened first, but strangely, my healing powers had almost no effect on him. This is the first time I've encountered such a patient. But he just said it's completely normal.
He left? Already?
The symbol of Mondstadt's hero. That's what he said. I wanted to stop him, but Jean, I mean, Master Jean, said to let him leave. How strange.
Paimon remembers Venti healing under that tree before. It's probably due to the connection between Windrise and the Animal Archon. Master Jean has figured it out as well, but we...
Vale. Mima. La misión de nunca, de nunca terminará. Vamos ahí, nos teletransportamos y vamos a terminar, chicos, ya con el directo. 3 horas de directo, mi madre. No os podréis quejar.
The wind amongst the branches is good. I love the way it smells. I said the exact same thing last time. So you noticed. This isn't something I'm meant to discuss with ordinary people. But I suppose, as you know, visions are external magical foci that only a small minority of people possess. They use these visions to channel elemental power. In truth, every wielder of a vision is one who can attain godhood and ascend to Celestia. We call such people allogenes.
Allergenes? Paimon's never heard of them before.
That's because this is a secret that only Archons are privy to. We don't need primitive tools like vision. Instead, each Archon has an internal magical focus that resonates directly with Celestia itself. Known? It's just a glowing glass ball I carry around to avoid suspicion.
So who was that nasty woman who sent Paimon flying and stole your gnosis?
Her name is Signora, number 8 of the Harbingers. She and the rest of the Harbingers have been given godlike executive authority by the Tsaritsa of Snezhnaya, and with it, strength surpassing that of other mortals.
The Tsaritsa of Snezhnaya?
Indeed. She is one of the 7. The Tsaritsa who reigns from her winter palace, and the one person that the Fatui Harbingers all answer to.
Chus, yo no aguanto ni una, loco. Jaja, ¿para cuándo Among Us? Pues Among Us lo quiero traer para los próximos días. Ya tengo ahí varios vídeos para subirlo, así que lo subiré. Si no mañana, pasado subiré el vídeo.
How should I put this? 500 years ago, I knew her well. But I can't say the same is true now. You see, a certain catastrophe happened 500 years ago, but we can save discussion of the Cryo-Archon and the Fatui for another day. If you seek the rest of the 7, many difficulties lie ahead of you still. You should head for Mondstadt's neighboring nation of Liyue. The Geo-Archon who reigns there, unlike me, administrates his entire region personally. He only descends once every year to give his divine predictions, which set the direction for Liyue for the rest of that year.
Even so, it sounds like he works much harder than a certain someone.
In any case, this year's rite of descension is soon to begin. If you miss it, you'll just have to wait another year.
What? Oh, why didn't you tell us before? Well, then bye.
Bueno, Paimon siempre haciendo las mismas. Paimon siempre haciendo las mismas.
Windborn Outlander. Yep. Traveler, as you set off on your journey once again, you must remember that the journey itself has meaning. The birds of Tevat, the songs in the cities, the Tsaritsa, her Fatui and the monsters, they are all part of your journey. The destination is not everything. So before you reach the end, keep your eyes open. Use the chance to take in the world around you.
Tu destino no lo es todo. Antes de llegar a él, usa los ojos para contemplar el mundo a tu alrededor.
Great. So, that's that for the Animo Archon's admonishments. Back to Venti time.
Gracias, guapo.
If you want to chat, now's the time. A bard stays not always in a single climb.
Ahora es el momento, los bardos no quedan mucho tiempo en un mismo sitio.
As I said before, vision wielders are known as allogenes and may ascend to a gnosis is a but as for which of the 7 took your brother, I'm sorry, I don't know. Wait, as one of the 7, I'm not clear of suspicion yet either, am I?
Hang on a hot second. Tone Deaf Bard is just one of Barbados' many incarnations. Who's to say that?
We're a great team indeed. Say, once you find your brother, how would you like to become one of the new 4?
You don't seem too into it. Hey, Tone Deaf Bard, if being one of the 4 winds means free food, you can consider Paimon.
Paimon siempre haciendo la suya, de verdad, en serio.
If you want to chat, now's the time. A bard stays not always in a single climb.
That Fatui lady didn't hang around, did she?
She wanted to avoid any eyewitnesses from the Knights of Favonius. The slightest slip up here would have destroyed the Fatui's diplomatic relations with the Knights.
So they're just gonna keep acting like Mondstadt's allies as if nothing happened?
If only the 7 nations had banded together against the Abyss Order in the first place. The Fatui possess the strongest military among the 7 nations, yet they've used it to steal the Holy Lyre, covet the power of gods, and use Dvalin as a bargaining.
Speaking of the lyre, didn't Diluc say something like this before? He said that the Fatui could only run amok across the 7 nations and threaten the Knights because of the—
Yes. As I said earlier, the Cryo Archon has given them authority and strength beyond the Tsaritsa. I haven't seen her in 5... Whatever the answer is, I have a feeling it's only going to make your search for the 7 all the more difficult. If you want to chat, now's the time. Well then, best be off to Lille. If the dissension ritual you failed to tally, then another year you must dally.
Pues aquí terminamos, no le pregunto más por el balín ni nada, porque no le preguntaré más. Dominio de la bendición, acepta el desafío del dominio de bendición para conseguir artefactos y demás, ¿vale? Aquí tendríamos a 20. ¿Vale? Las nuevas misiones ya tendríamos que irnos para otro lado, si mal no me equivoco. Quiero mirar un momento. Vale. Vale. Ya seguiríamos con la coartada del héroe oscuro. Ya seguiríamos por aquí. También tenemos que hacer misión de esto. Pero ya eso ya lo haré para el siguiente vídeo o directo, dependiendo del apoyo que deis. Si veo para mañana que hay muchísimo apoyo en este directo, si llegamos a los 50 likes, pues haré otro directo, si no mañana, que ya mañana tengo preparado para League of Legends, lo haré para el siguiente día. Así que chicos, y lo haremos por Twitch, no por aquí por YouTube, como ya sabéis, directos en Twitch y vídeos en YouTube. Y si vemos ahí que también dais un gran a tope de apoyo en Twitch, que solo nos faltan 2 seguidores más para obtener afiliado de Twitch, pues nada chicos, si vemos ahí un gran apoyo, seguiré trayendo Genshin, y si no, pues lo dejaré en vídeos, que la verdad vendría mucho mejor, porque es muy largo y demás, y entonces lo puedo traer. Y como esto es un juego que al final voy a jugar multijugador, creo que estaría mucho mejor si pudieseis ver cómo juego con mis amigos y demás, y bueno, y lo traigo, ¿vale chicos? Entonces, no mucho más chicos, espero que haya gustado, como siempre. Me parece muy bien, Gabriel, muchísimas gracias, de verdad, en serio, mi canario preferido. Pues no mucho más chicos, espero que os haya gustado. Como siempre, dejar un buen like, suscríbanse si no están suscritos, no se olviden de darle click a la campanita para no perderse ningún vídeo o directo que hagamos nuevo, y seguirnos a tope en Twitch y en nuestras redes sociales, tanto Twitter como Instagram, para no perderse ninguna información de mí, si queréis saber algo de mí, y también porque en Twitter dejo información de cuando hacemos directo y cuando dejamos de hacer directo, y sobre todo, recordar, en Twitch todos los días a las 5:30 de la tarde hay directo, un gran directo, que bueno, que espero que no lo perdáis, espero que nos apoyéis muchísimo, que la verdad me vendría genial ese apoyo, la verdad. Sin que nada, no mucho más, espero que haya gustado y nos vemos en el siguiente vídeo o directo. Adiós.